Sirens have sounded in Kuwait and Bahrain. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, as Iran retaliates again after a 12th straight night of American bombing.
CENTCOM released a statement saying more than 50,000 U.S. service members are operating across the Middle East and remain highly vigilant, focused, lethal, and ready.
Fox's Trey Yingst also reports from Tel Aviv. Iran-backed Houthi rebels attacked 2 Saudi Arabian oil tankers in another waterway, not the Strait of Hormuz, trying to restrict more shipping in the region.
This is certainly an escalation because it means it's not just rhetoric from the Houthis in Yemen. And Secretary of State Rubio spoke earlier specifically about the threat from the Houthis. And he said, look, they're getting dragged into this conflict by Iran. They were smart to stay out of Operation Epic Fury. But if they get more directly involved, the possibility of U.S. or Israeli strikes against the Houthis is certainly on the table. We've seen it before.
President Trump keeps threatening to intensify U.S. attacks after nuclear talks broke down.
They're not ready to make a deal. Because every time they make a deal, they want to change it and everything. They're not ready. They'll be ready very soon.
The president said that at a Republican rally in Marietta, Georgia, where he also said prices have been coming down lately, but oil is up again today, almost 4%. WTI hitting a 6-week high. It's $90 a barrel again, and the price at the gas pump's also risen again. It's up 15 cents since last Thursday. And in a Fox News poll,
if the November election was today, 53% would back the Democratic candidate in their House district, while 46% would back the Republican. Roughly 3/4 of those polled, 76%, say they'd rate the economy as only fair or poor, and another 3/4 say inflation has caused them financial hardship.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. Tropical storm Bertha keeps moving slowly in the Gulf, headed toward Texas later today after flooding some low-lying areas when it first hit Louisiana.
But really, it's not much of a center of circulation there. That big bulge of rain, mostly out over the Gulf. The heaviest rain has been offshore, but the winds are still there. The waves are still there.
That's Adam Klotz. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG, heading for a high of 88. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic following sports. That will be at 6:08. It's 66 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 68 in Galena, 68 in Joplin, AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, and on your smart speaker. News Talk KZRG. His third DWI arrest in just 14 months.
A man from Coral Junction charged after police say he was leading officers on a dangerous high-speed chase Monday nights, going into oncoming traffic on Zora at sometimes nearly 80 miles an hour. 41-year-old Jesus De Leon did surrender himself at an apartment complex there on the north side of Joplin, where he reportedly told officers, quote, "I know I'm going to prison." I'm Cy Albright for News Talk KZRG.
Save $1,000 a year. Kansas U.S. Senator Roger Marshall says the Patients Deserve Price Tag Act will do just that.
This is the bill that will actually make a difference sooner than later in the cost of living for folks. But patients do deserve price tags as opposed to surprise bills. Our bill forces transparency, it forces competition, and there's going to be penalties if the hospitals don't comply with this.
The legislation now heads to the full Senate for consideration.
Extreme heat is on the way back this weekend to the 4 states. The Joplin Health Department has some tips on how to stay safe for both you and your pets, including staying hydrated and taking breaks in air-conditioned buildings. You can read the full story and all the tips at newstalkkzrg.com. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. 68. It's now going on 6:04. News Talk, KZRG.
Road rage? Take a breath. A man from Goodman, Missouri will spend a decade behind bars after he rammed another vehicle on Highway 59, then shot the driver after passing him. 33-year-old Anthony Keller was convicted of unlawful use of a weapon. Officers again remind you to remain calm on the road.
Hate America? Leave. Missouri U.S. Senator Josh Hawley directing his comments towards the leader of the Smithsonian Institute.
I heard the director say that she was propped up by the cushions of white privilege, and America was too. You know what she's propped up by is taxpayer money. And what she ought to do is resign and give back every single cent she has been paid while she has been ruining this great national institution known as the Smithsonian. And by the way, if she doesn't like America and she thinks that we're an oppressive nation, why doesn't she go live in Iran for a month or two? Or how about China?
Hawley says the fact is America is not racist. We freed the slaves. It was one for the history books last night, according to Joe Morgan.
Over in Kansas City, history was made on Wednesday. Salvador Perez smashed a big fly to tie the Royals franchise home run record, and Lane Thomas delivered the clutch 2-run single in the 7th to lift KC past the Giants 5-4. The Royals keep the momentum rolling tonight as they open up a 4-game set against the Tigers starting at 5:40. St. Louis finally ends their losing streak. Hunter Dobbins tossed 6 shutout innings of 6-hit ball, and J.J. Weatherholt provided all the offense the Redbirds needed with a 6-inning solo blast.
The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall! A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt.
The Cardinals edged the Angels 1-0. No rest for St. Louis, though. They're right back at it this afternoon with a makeup game against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is set at 4:15. Catch all the action on AM 1230 The Talker. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape for professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin. Choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. That's a look at sports. I'm Joe Morgan for News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Joe Morgan.
Next news at 6:30, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Here's your KZRG forecast. The morning we should be in decent shape with clear sky and a few clouds, maybe a little bit more cloud toward lunchtime with maybe a shower around, otherwise 88 degrees. Overnight tonight will clear at 72. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic at the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather is a service of Indigo Sky Casino. The area's premier gaming destination is always a good time with delicious chef-created entrees, excellent adult beverages, and fantastic entertainment too. Visit IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
Nothing showing this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. 66 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 68 in Carl Junction, 68 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 6:07.
This is Jill Carter. You sent me to Jefferson City to fight for you, and we've won real fights together. Beating back utility companies, protecting our farmland, and keeping our property taxes low. Now I'm asking for your vote one more time. The primary is Tuesday, August 4th. Polls are open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. or vote early at your county clerk's office right now. Bring a friend. I work for you, not the people buying the attack ads. Check out our record at jillforsenate.com.
Paid for by Friends of Jill Carter, Tanya Williams, Treasurer.
Gingrich Structures builds agricultural, commercial, and residential post-frame buildings designed to meet your needs. All built with superior craftsmanship and attention to every detail. From planning to completion, your local Gingrich Pro will guide you every step of the way, helping you create a custom post-frame building you can count on for years to come. Visit GingrichStructures.com to connect with your local Gingrich Pro and ask about the industry's only 5-year workmanship warranty. That's GingerICHStructures.com.
Goldilocks needed a dumpster. The first one she rented was too small.
My garage stuff won't fit.
The second dumpster was too big.
I don't own that much junk.
Then she found the yellow box from Big John's roll-off service.
This dumpster is just right.
Big John's. Hey, I'm the Big John from Big John's Roll-Off Service.
And I'm the wife, Claire.
And our yellow box special gives you 15 to 20 yards of space and is the same footprint as a smaller box, but taller, so you can fit more.
It's perfect for garage cleanouts, home projects and remodels, moving, downsizing, or finally tackling that backyard pile you've been ignoring.
For just $400, you get 7 days of rental and the first 2,000 pounds of debris.
But we've only got 3 yellow boxes, so once they're booked, they're booked.
Reserve yours today at BigJohnsRolloff.com.
When you've got big waste, you need Big John's.
Big on service, big on savings. Big John's.
When it comes to supplements, 2 things matter most. A, that it works, and that you can trust it. Rather than just tell you about Relief Factor, we'll let our audience do that. We hear from people every single day whose lives have changed, and I want you to hear a few of their stories. Chris spent years doing physical work. It left his feet sore every day at the end of the day. After starting taking Relief Factor...
Good morning, everybody. Sarisa.
Hey, Sarisa.
Oh my goodness, I have the hiccups.
Hopefully everyone's doing nice and schwell. Hopefully you're a schwellionaire today. That means you're doing schwell.
Find out if you can be the next person that's telling us about Relief Factor and how it gave you your life back. 3 weeks, $17.76. Try it. ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF. You'll connect with their friendly local team, and they'll do everything they can to help. We hope you soon will be sharing your story with us as well. ReliefFactor.com.
News, weather, politics. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning Newswatch on News Talk KZRG.
6:10 is the current KZRG news time. 68 in Joplin, 68 in Pittsburgh, 68 in Miami, 67 in Neosho. It's FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk KZRG. We're also streaming at newstalkkzrg.com, which, by the way, is exactly where you can go if you would like to get all the election information. The upcoming midterms, they're just around the corner. Who's running for what? What is up for grabs? What's all this talk about amendments? A lot of amendment talk going on in the 4 states area. What are those amendments? You can read them yourself. You can pore over the data. Look at the sample ballots. All for free, all in one single unified place. The KZRG election headquarters, which can be found at newstalkkzrg.com/elections, or just go to the internet and type in KZRG and elections, and Google will find it for you, or DuckDuckGo, or whatever you use. It's all right there. Check it out. It's totally free. It's awesome. Ted Bojorquez.
Steve Scott. And it's going to be a nice day today. One more time, we've got a chance of some showers between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to set my watch and see if the time is absolutely correct since they're getting so precise in this forecast. High today is going to be 88. Tomorrow, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with the high of 90. Then, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and 77 for the low on Friday night. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms early on Saturday with the high of 98. Oh, boy. Sunday is going to be sunny and it's going to be hot. We're looking for a high actual temperature of 102. On Monday, sunny and hot with the high of 103. Tuesday, sunny hot 103. And a cool down for Wednesday of next week, sunny and hot with 101. We're going to be talking to KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic. That'll be at 7:25.
Yes, indeed. And coming up at 7:40, we're going to be learning about the Boots, Badges, Bandages blood drive that's coming to the Joplin area. And at 8:10, are you allowed legally to get fired from your job for political speech? Assuming you work for a non-governmental agency. Let's just say you work for a plumber, or you work in a white-collar office. Let's say you work for a doctor's office. Let's say you're a nurse. Let's say you're an assistant. Let's say whatever. Any non-governmental agency, are you legally allowed to be fired for political speech? We're going to find out from Raymond Lampert with Lampert Law Office in Springfield. They specialize in employment law. We're going to be joined by Raymond at 8:10 this morning to be asking those very questions. So be tuned in for that as well. All right. The hunt is on, Steve. The hunt is on.
Oh, really? What are we hunting for?
Red October, of course.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, the national search for the City of Joplin's next information technology director has officially begun. Get ready, get set, mark your places, go!
We need some music. Do we have any music we could play for it? I don't
yeah,
think so.
You are our official jukebox. What? No, we're not. It's not a shark hunt, Steve.
Okay. Oh,
no, we're
okay.
looking for the next information technology director for the City of Joplin.
IT efforts, huh?
Yes, indeed. And the reason why is because after 25 years, Mark Morris, the city's longtime director of information technology, is retiring this September. 25 years he's been serving Joplin. That's pretty cool. Big shout out to Marky Mark on that one.
All right.
Now, not only that, this is also great news for you if you're looking for a cushy IT job. KZRG News Time 6:15. The city said it's an executive-level position responsible for directing and coordinating development, operation, and maintenance of the city's technology system. So if you're an IT nerd, if you're an egghead, if you're an IT... Sorry, I'll use better language. If you are someone that's passionate about computers and you would like to be an executive for one of the largest municipalities in this entire region, hey, we got the job for you.
What got into you just a moment ago? Geez, you almost sounded like you were getting very professional for some reason.
I'm using my LinkedIn speech. Wow. If you like to work in a fast-paced environment with a multi-level executive tier system, boy howdy, do we have the role for you.
How would your linked out session sound?
It would sound like this. Ah! It would just be screaming.
Oh, okay.
All right, but anyway, what the IT director does for the city is they lead technical staff in the planning, development, procurement, and oversight of the city's computing infrastructure, network, GIS, ERP, and cybersecurity, and they manage a nearly $3 million budget. The only part of any of that I understood in the job description was $3 million. That's a lot of money.
Big bucks. No whammy, no whammy.
Yeah, out of all this, I understood $3 million and executive. Pretty cushy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, with the support for the search committee led by MGT, candidate applications are due by August 14th, and a new director is anticipated to be on the board by September. So you have until August 14th to get your application in. Now, Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards, he said in a written statement, quote, "The need for a future-focused technology leader who can strategize and implement systems that enhance city operations, all while protecting data and meeting the ongoing technological needs of the city government, is and will continue to be critical for Joplin. We intend to cast a wide net and recruit strong candidates for this position," end quote. Now, I will say this, jokes aside, I like to make fun of nerds and whatnot because it's entertaining to me. But jokes aside, I've never really thought in my head, honestly, about people hacking the city of Joplin.
Oh, but it happened already.
It absolutely has happened, and it absolutely will happen in the future. The cities, municipalities, they're 100% a target. But that's not what I think of, is my point. As your average citizen cruising around day to day, getting gas, going to the store, I'm not thinking to myself, oh my God, is my city going to get hacked? I think that about me. Is my computer going to get hacked? Is my bank account going to get hacked? I've never really thought that about the city, and it makes sense that it's a target. They have millions and millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
In the
$3 million in the budget every year.
Well, just for IT, but I mean the whole city.
IT,
They're not just hacking the IT department. The hackers
true.
assumably would be hacking the entire city. But yeah, we need a strong candidate for this. This is a part, and this is where I wanted to bring this up. Number one, it's news locally. If you're looking for an IT job, hey, here you go. Here's your call to action. Number two, here's the question. Should, in the modern era, we be treating network security, IT security, the way we treat physical security? Should we be taking it that seriously? And should we be issuing the same level of respect for IT security people as we do our cops that keep our streets safe? I say, after just calling the IT people eggheads. But the point stands. It's kind of a question worth asking. The digital age is now. The war is online. The battle is online. The fraudsters are online. That's where they live now. So, kind of an interesting thought process I want to share.
So you're walking back your egghead comment.
Oh, no, they're eggheads.
Oh,
they're
okay.
eggheads for
All
sure.
right.
No question about it. Just like how all cops eat donuts. Everyone knows that is a truth, and everyone knows IT people are eggheads.
Donuts.
Cops are donut heads, and IT people are eggheads.
If we happen to get lucky and have the police chief in here a little bit later on, I'm going to have you ask him that if he likes donuts.
I'm going to ask him, Steve, that's a dumb question. I'm not going to waste his time by asking him if he likes donuts.
Okay,
the answer is yes.
You're going to say
I'm going to
he
ask
does
what
like
flavor.
donuts. Oh,
what flavor
okay.
donut? What color?
Chocolate-covered iced chocolate.
Listen,
donuts.
if we're talking Joplin Chief Pearson, I'm willing to bet that his go-to flavor is probably going to be the pink frosting as opposed to the chocolate one.
That's true.
I'm thinking pink frosting with sprinkles, a la Homer Simpson, or possibly maple. He strikes me as a maple donut guy.
Maple's good. Maple's
Eclair.
good. I had a maple bar the other day. It was great.
I have no doubt about that. So anyway, details on this whole IT situation can be found at newstalkkzrg.com. Something else pretty interesting, and we'll talk about this a little bit later on this morning. Pakistani finance minister. Pakistan, the country?
Pakistan.
I believe it's pronounced Pakistan.
No, it's pronounced. That's if you're Jonathan Savage. It's Pakistan.
I'm gonna say Pakistan.
Can you say missiles?
Missiles. Pakistani finance minister asked the United States, just asked us for $10 billion.
Oh, is that all? Just $10 billion?
They said, hey, Can you loan us $10 billion really quick? We don't need to make a big thing about it. You could just write the check out to Muhammad Agu-Zabar, and we'll just call it square.
Maybe he could just open a Leering Center.
Maybe. Who knows? So we have those details for you later on this morning. KZRG News Time, 6:20.
And now, KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
The Kansas City Chiefs revealed their first renderings of their proposed $3 billion domed stadium in the state of Kansas. 70,000 seats, more than 20,000 parking spaces, and is designed to have the loudest home field advantage. Wow.
Number 2.
A French model recruiter accused of bringing women to Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead at his home. French prosecutors opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. He was 69 years old.
Number 1.
Elections are just around the corner. To get all of the information you need to be informed, go to KZRG Election Hub, complete with races, candidates, amendment language, sample ballots, and more. Go to newstalkkzrg.com/elections.
Now, the KZRG question of the day.
What are your thoughts on the Chiefs' new stadium design? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page. Text us at 417-782-1310. What are your thoughts on the Chiefs' new stadium design? Coming up, what's going on with your money? On News Talk KZRG.
Not a bunch of rain around today. Maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. Will drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night.
Good morning, everybody. Sarisa Shark. Who said anything about shark? What is the shark? Shark. Shark, 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 shark.
Voter approval for property tax hikes, refunds for unfair assessments, and tax relief for seniors and working families. Listen to Scott Schwab.
I focus on reducing taxes for Kansas. You should keep more. My bald plan makes sure of it. When I'm governor, we'll get it done.
Finally, a governor with a good head on his shoulders. Author of the Bald Plan to Decrease Property Taxes, conservative Republican Scott Schwab for governor. Visit scottschwab.com/bald to learn more. Paid for by Schwab for Governor, Jim Felter, Treasurer.
Spring into summer with the lowest prices of the season at Cola RV. More in stock, more on hand, and always the best prices. Cola RV makes it easy to say yes to your next adventure. From easy-to-tow trailers to fully equipped motorhomes, you'll find the right camper for you and your budget at Cola RV. Just north of I-44 at exit 22. So stop planning and start your summer adventure today with Cola RV.
Cola RV. Family owned, family trusted. Your journey starts here.
This is your business.
Ew, what's that smell?
This is your business after a visit from Helping Hands Commercial Cleaning Services.
At Helping Hands, they get it. The dust bunny colony multiplying daily under your office desk. That window grime that turns a noxious shade of yellow when the sun hits it just right. The mess that keeps growing. It feels overwhelming. But Helping Hands can help. Cleaning is kind of their thing, and they do it without judgment. They provide reliable cleaning solutions backed by a spotless reputation. So whether your business needs a light dusting and quick refresh, or a top-to-bottom deep
All right, what's going on with everybody? What's going on with everybody? What's going on? Oh boy, it's graduation time. All my friends from college, a lot of them have younger siblings, and they're all graduating from college. The younger siblings are, and now I get to see 1,010,000,010 posts of people graduating. Gotta be honest, I don't really care.
Your market needs your service, you're losing revenue right now. Most businesses chase shortcuts, quick ads, or one-time promotions. But a new Google study confirms what we've known for years. The brands people know before they need them are the ones who win the sale. At Zimmer Marketing, we've built a proven system that builds long-term branding awareness, grows your market share, and increases your revenue. We even have the case studies to prove it. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just a system that truly works. Call Zimmer Marketing today and find out if you're number 1, 2, or 3 in your market. Zimmer Marketing. It just works.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. ChatGPT maker OpenAI says that its artificial intelligence system hacked into another AI company on its own in what the company called an unprecedented cyber incident. AI startup Hugging Face said last week that it had detected an intrusion into its data processing systems that it suspected was caused by an AI agent autonomously acting on its own. CNBC reports U.S. chipmaking giants Intel and Advanced Micro Devices are signing longer-term purchase commitments with Chinese server customers for data center processors as prices surge. The move highlights a broader consequence of the AI boom. Demand has spread beyond AI accelerators to memory, networking gear, and server processors. Alphabet has reported its best ever quarter of growth for its cloud computing division, but faced investor scrutiny over a $15 billion increase in capital spending plans for this year. The search giant now expects to spend between $195 and $205 billion. Futures have dropped this morning. That's Your Money Now.
Drip Drop is a doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams, Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. Head to dripdrop.com now and use promo code RADIO20.
The board recommends approving
regarding that seat on the committee, we're
to boost quarterly earnings.
Every day, shareholders meet to discuss important matters about the companies you invest in. Now you can easily make your voice heard. Vanguard Investor Choice gives you a say in the companies you invest in. With just a few taps, you can set your proxy voting preference for your index funds. Visit Vanguard.com/investorchoice to learn more. Vanguard investors own shares of our index funds, which own shares of the companies they invest in. Available for Vanguard index funds that participate in Investor Choice. Vanguard Marketing Corporation Distributor.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Catch my show every weekday. It all starts at 2 for honest news, truthful news on News Talk, KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
Just before 6:30, it's Ted Bojorquez.
It's Steve Scott. And Ray Stajic, our KZRG meteorologist, says that today it's going to be a nice day with increasing clouds and a possibility, a very slight risk of some early afternoon showers today, a high of 88. Then for tonight, it's going to be increasing clouds with the overnight low down to 72. We've got a better chance of some thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 90. Mostly cloudy with showers likely, a good chance of showers likely tomorrow night, overnight low of 77. On Saturday, though, the heat starts returning, 98 for the high, 102 on Sunday, and even a little bit warmer on Monday. Keep it here on News Talk KZRG. We will keep you up to date.
Mm-hmm. By the way, really quickly, I wanted to share this with you because I thought it was funny. I was perusing the interwebs, as Gen Zers often do, and I found an X account that is just a culmination of people's dads and grandfathers giving them life advice and handing it down. And I thought it was sweet, and I thought, oh, that's cool. What's some good advice here? Here's the number one piece of advice that was found on this account. Do you want to hear it, Steve?
Sure.
Here it is. Quote, marry a short girl and keep your guns on the top shelf. She still might get ya, but you'll hear her dragging the chair across the floor first.
That was pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is some pretty good advice. Not only is that good marital advice, it's also good gun safety advice.
That's true. That's very, very true.
All right. Moving on from there. After the news in less than 10 minutes here at around 6:40.
Wait. I'm listening for a chair.
Oh, boy. Don't worry.
Okay.
Mrs. Steve is not in the building, Steve. You're safe for now. For now.
All right, go ahead.
When you get home tonight, might be a different story.
All right.
Coming up in less than 10 minutes at around 6:40. We talked about it a little bit earlier this morning, but Pakistan the nation of Pakistan, reportedly just asked the United States for $10 billion. They said, pretty please. So we have details for you on the background behind them asking that money and what they plan on doing with it. So that's coming up in less than 10 minutes on News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
At 6:30, I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
Day 12 of Iran bombings.
Rubio, Russia, get together.
Trump campaigning in Georgia.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG topping out at 88 today. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic following sports. That will be at 6:38. Some clouds, a little bit of sun coming through as it's rising. It's 68 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 68 in Galena, 68 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News Talk, KZRG.
The United States has completed its 12th night in a row of attacks on Iran.
CENTCOM says these strikes were once again focused on degrading Iran's ability to threaten vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM said in a statement more than 50,000 U.S. service members are operating across the Middle East and remain highly vigilant, focused, lethal, and ready. This follows a new warning from President Trump on Wednesday when he posted to Truth Social saying, from this point forward, anytime the Islamic Republic of Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, whether it be by missile, rocket, drone, or any other device or weapon, the United States will bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant, including those located next to or in the capital city of Tehran.
That was Trey Yingst. The Secretary of State has held a meeting with his Russian counterpart.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio met Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov at the ASEAN summit in the Philippines. We're not being given many details, but it was expected Secretary Rubio would try to revive efforts to end the war in Ukraine. A State Department spokesman confirmed the two men discussed efforts to conclude that conflict. In a statement, Foreign Minister Lavrov said he reaffirmed Russia's readiness for a diplomatic and political settlement. Russia wants to go back to proposals put forward by Presidents Trump and Putin when they met in Alaska last August. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Well, President Trump now taking his midterm campaigning pitch to key swing states.
President Trump returned to the campaign trail, speaking alongside Republicans in Georgia, a key battleground state, in November.
We have some great candidates running. They got to win by a lot. Otherwise, we're going communist. I don't think anybody wants that.
But for voters, the cost of living is far and away the top issue. President Trump is hoping to reverse trends, showing dissatisfaction with his handling of the economy.
We have more jobs today than we've ever had, and it's not even close. More people are working now than at any time in the history of our country.
But energy prices have moved back up amid renewed airstrikes between the U.S. and Iran over control of the Strait of Hormuz. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Sun is on the rise with a few clouds. It's 68 at 6:33. News Talk, KZRG.
In Northeast Oklahoma, several counts of child sexual abuse have been levied against a former first responder. News Talk KZRG's Steve Smith with more.
The former Grove assistant fire chief accused of sexually abusing a teenage girl that he coached is out of jail after posting a $75,000 bond. 40-year-old Rocky De Silva also allegedly closely monitored the girl through the Life 360 app and later violated a protective order by attempting to reach her after the reported assault. De Silva resigned from the Grove Fire Department earlier this year after a 20-year career there, but his attorney says he is innocent. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
Why are our kids being taught to hate America? Missouri U.S. Senator Josh Hawley is tired of it.
The fact is, America is not a racist and evil nation. America is the nation that freed the slaves. America is the nation that won 2 world wars, defeated Soviet communism, extended civil rights to all, went to the moon, and did all of it with open hands, open arms, all open to the public. America is the greatest nation in the history of the world. Are we perfect? Of course not. Are we exceptional? You bet we are.
Hawley's comments come as the director of the Smithsonian said, America was propped up by the cushions of white privilege. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sun is on the rise at 68 at 6:35. News Talk, KZRG.
Webb City's City Hall will be closing tomorrow morning at around 10 due to Liberty changing out some utility poles behind City Hall. They estimate it will take about 5 hours to get it done, so keep that in mind for you Webbers out there.
I think you call it a ribbit, if I remember correctly, Ted. Would you let your kid be taught in school by a ribbit?
You mean it's Robit.
Oh, okay. Well, robot for short.
A high school on the Seneca Nation Indian Reservation in New York State is testing an artificially intelligent humanoid robotic teaching assistant. Created by the Toronto-based Realbotics company, Sally, as it's called, is designed to be a classroom tool but not replace human teachers, despite being given the appearance of a young female adult. Sally doesn't walk around but can move its upper body and make facial gestures. Its AI system is intended to allow it to have ongoing conversations with individual students, helping them to learn while reducing workloads for classroom teachers. Eben Brown, Fox News.
According to Joe Morgan, it was one for the history books last night.
Over in Kansas City, history was made on Wednesday. Salvador Perez smashed a big fly to tie the Royals franchise home run record, and Lane Thomas delivered the clutch 2-run single in the 7th to lift KC past the Giants 5-4. The Royals keep the momentum rolling tonight as they open up a 4-game set against the Tigers starting at 5:40. St. Louis finally ends their losing streak. Hunter Dobbins tossed 6 shutout innings of 6-hit ball, and J.J. Weatherholt provided all the offense the Redbirds needed with a 6-inning solo blast.
The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall! A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt.
The Cardinals edged the Angels 1-0. No rest for St. Louis, though. They're right back at it this afternoon with a makeup game against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is set at 4:15. Catch all the action on AM 1230 The Talker. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape for professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin. Choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. That's a look at sports. I'm Joe Morgan for News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, a service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Borges.
Next news, 7 o'clock, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Not a bunch of rain around today, maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. We'll drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night. And still a chance of showers, thunderstorms early Saturday, then sunshine in the upper 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic in the KZRG Storm Center.
Clean sweep so far this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. 66 now in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 68 in Diamond, 68 in Joplin. News Talk, KZRG, with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 6:38.
Bill, you're an old politician.
Yup, sure am.
So you know the old-timers warned that someone trying to sell you a pig in a poke was a con man.
Well, sure.
Well, no offense, Tom, but your politician's Amendment 5 is a pig in a poke, allowing politicians to raise our taxes without a vote of the people. And the politician's Amendment 4 takes away our power to do anything about it. Well, let's look at what's really inside Ford 5.
Oh, don't do that.
5 hits hardest seniors and those struggling financially with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and rent. Sales taxes could more than triple. For up to 80% of Missourians, it's a tax hike. And Amendment 4 ends majority rule, allowing a minority of the most liberal statewide voters in one district to effectively end our power to stop corruption and out-of-control spending and taxing.
Slick plan, huh?
No, Tom. 4 and 5 are schemes that hurt citizens and transfer our power and our money to politicians and lobbyists. That's why I'm voting no on the politicians' Amendments 4 and 5, paid for by Missourians for fair governance.
Tyler's has the carpet you've been looking for, your complete floor covering store.
Hi, it's Ron, the chief carpetologist at Tyler's Carpet in Neosho.
I love this time of the year. Spending time with my family, fun in the sun, boating, water skiing.
Ron, what in the world are you doing with that vinyl plank?
Well, you know, I was flying on my magic carpet, and I'm thinking if I can fly in the air, I believe I can ski on the water on this vinyl plank.
Oh, Ron, it's waterproof vinyl plank for your floor, not to ski on in the water.
Let's just see what happens. Okay, the water is calm. Perfect time. Come on, Bobby, jump on.
Oh, brother. Here we go.
Oh, no. Are you okay, Bobby?
Yes, but your skiing skills are not what they used to be.
But look at that vinyl plank. It held up great, and it really does on your floor. So for all your flooring needs, keep the chief in mind, carpetologist that is.
Tyler's Carpet in the O Show, where great floors begin. See their ad in Names and Numbers.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Doc is here. Bill, good morning to you, sir.
Doc Dance.
Doc. What's up, Doc?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Package which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill. But those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little ad does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Join me, Buck Sexton, and our good friend Clay Travis every weekday starting at 11 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Enjoy the cooler weather while you can. The high today is going to be around 88. We've got a very slight chance of some showers early this afternoon. And then for tomorrow, a little bit better chance of some thunderstorms and showers with a high of 90. Then tomorrow night, the low 77 with mostly cloudy. A very good chance of some showers. And then on Saturday, showers and thunderstorms tapering off early, with the high becoming up to around 98 with lots of sunshine, according to KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic. By the way, we're going to be talking to him at 7:25.
It's FM 102.9, 105.9 AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Well, Pakistan's finance minister, Muhammad Aghazeb, apparently he had asked U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to approve a $10 billion bilateral exchange stabilization support facility.
Translate that into English, would you please?
Translate it into English, Steve? Pakistan came to the United States and said,
Money, please.
Oh, no, there's no money.
Money, please.
Then there's no stabilization.
Money, please. That's the translation. Pakistan came up to the United States and said, hey, can we get some money, please? Which, by the way, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could just go up to the government and ask for $10 billion. If that's something we can do, consider this my official request, President. This is my official request. Money, please. Can I please have $10 billion for stabilization?
Now, you've got to look at it this way. Pakistan has done something that they think might be worthy of it. They negotiated a peace deal with Iran.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. How's that working?
Steve says, as we're also reporting on day 12 of us bombing Iran, 12 consecutive days of bombing.
I think they did a wonderful job in negotiating.
And that's kind of the interesting thing, Steve. You did bring up a very good point, and that is that Pakistan, they are making this request right after they, quote, helped mediate talks between the United States and Iran. And they did do that. Pakistan did help. They were part of those memorandum of understanding talks. They were part of those peace negotiations as a third-party mediator. Is this their fee? Do they think that because they did that, they get $10 billion? Is that what they're thinking? Is that how their mind is going here?
Are they thinking it's just going to go poof? There it is.
Who knows? KZRG News Time 6:45, which begs the question, is that what we have become? Is that what the United States has resorted to? We're just the globe's piggy bank, so much so that they think other countries think they can just walk up to us and go, hey, can we get a quick $10 billion?
Well, hey, we're money bags.
That's the way our government has been treating us, the taxpayer, for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
For some reason, they're giving away our money to everyone but us. It doesn't make any sense. Another $10 billion to Israel, another $10 billion to Ukraine, another $10 billion to NATO, another $10 billion. I mean, the list goes on. So, yeah, no wonder Pakistan thinks they could just walk up and go, hey, man, can we get $10 billion? I noticed that you've just been doling it out everywhere else around the world. Why not us as well?
Well, hey, look at Minnesota. They're doling it out to some of the groups up there for learning centers, for
the fraudsters.
Food. Yeah, the fraudsters. I mean,
absolutely.
That was what, like $9 billion or something?
So, and that's sort of the idea here is it's funny. A lot of the times there is concern about how other nations view the United States. Is Russia properly scared of us, as they should be? Is China properly scared of us, as they should be? There is a certain level of image the United States needs to keep up. We don't want to look weak in front of our adversaries. Unfortunately, it seems that the image we've now propped up is that we're Mr. Moneybags, and at any point in time, anyone around the globe can walk up to Uncle Sam and say,
money, please.
Because that's what we've been resorted to, it seems like.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Which is very frustrating. Now, here's the really strange thing. KZRG News Time 645. We're talking about Pakistan asking the United States for $10 billion. Here's the interesting thing. This was asked of Scott Bessent, the U.S. Treasury Secretary. And Scott, good old Scotty boy, did not even mention it once during his post remarks talking to the press.
Well, maybe he doesn't think they were serious.
Maybe. That's very possible. Maybe he thought this was such a small thing it wasn't worth bringing up. But after he spoke with Pakistan's finance minister, which is his counterpart,
right,
didn't mention it to the press at all. Not even a little bit. And so then the question is, well, how do we know this is a real request? A bunch of insiders working within the Treasury Department and within the White House all came out independently and said this was absolutely a real thing that did happen.
I know what they're doing. They're tying it into the Iran Memorandum of Understanding.
Which is dead. It doesn't exist
anymore. It's
anymore.
dead because of the Iranians allegedly were not taking it seriously. So they're saying if this is a serious request, it'll be treated as seriously as the Iranians are treating the Memorandum of Understanding.
So not seriously at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Now the question is, what does Pakistan want to do with this money? Apparently, they want to use it to shore up their currency. I believe they use the rupee over there, and apparently the rupee is, worth as much as a 15-old shoelace that's lying on the street,
or maybe a penny.
Actually, no. Pennies are
penny.
probably worth more than their rupees. You know why? Because pennies are now out of circulation.
Well,
They're no
true.
longer. They've been discontinued. So pretty soon, pennies are actually going to be rare. And as we all know, when things are rare, the price of it goes up.
I did see a TV ad where you could buy 50 pennies for like $10. Oh, but you got to add shipping and handling to that as well.
Great! Can't wait to go get my pennies and sell them for $10 a
They're
pop.
the last ones minted.
Oh boy!
According
what
to
a
the
joke.
ad.
Anyway, so yeah, apparently they want to use this money to shore up their currency. They're calling it a currency lifeline type thing. So are we going to give it to them? I don't know. I don't. I mean, I hope not. Because that seems like a silly use of you and I's money. I'm not. To be honest, this might sound like an isolationist take. This might sound mean. I'm really sorry if I'm sounding mean.
Oh, you are mean.
I don't really care about Pakistan's economy. I just don't. It's not a top issue for me. It's not worth $10 billion of our dollars in my mind. So, whatever.
Are they going to be the ones to lead the next negotiations with Iran, I wonder?
Hopefully not, because the last ones didn't go well, so clearly they're not great. Just saying. But in any case. All right, moving on from there. KZRG News Time 648. We're going to get more into these details later on this morning, but this was a fun story that I wanted to share with you. The Neosho Arts Council. They are inviting professional and emerging artists to take part in the 31st annual Thomas Hart Benton Art Competition and Exhibition, which is pretty cool. So what I think is really, really neat about this is that the goal, the whole like inspiration behind this contest is to allow local emerging artists that are not necessarily professionals but want to dabble in this field, allow them to compete in a professional setting. This is a full-blown art contest and exhibition. This is as professional and well done and monitored as any of the pros. And it's happening here locally, and emerging artists that want to give it a real stab, this is their chance. Here's a topical reference that some of you might not get in the 4 states. This is like the art equivalent of going on Kill Tony for comedy fans. It's where, people that are novices, people that are unknown can pop up and have a real sincere, honest shot at it, a real stab at a real platform, a real stage with this. So, and it's happening in Neo Show. Details can be found at news.kzrg.com. We're going to get in later on this morning about what artwork they are and are not accepting, what mediums you can work through. KZRG News Time 650.
And now, KZRG's Big 3 on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
The Kansas City Chiefs revealing their first renderings of their proposed $3 billion domed stadium in Kansas. 70,000 seats. More than 20,000 parking spaces, and it's designed to have the loudest home field advantage.
Sorry, really quickly here. We were just talking about Pakistan asking for $10 billion, possibly as a fee for the negotiations with Iran. Tim on our KZRG video live stream, sponsored by Fast Monkey Auto and Liberty Tree Guns, he said, I'm willing to broker very unsuccessful deals with Iran for only $5 million. Wow, that's a bargain right there, Tim.
Big bucks.
Number 2.
A French model recruiter accused of bringing women to Jeffrey Epstein found dead at his home. French prosecutors opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. He was 69 years old.
Number 1.
Elections are just around the corner. To get all the information you need to be informed, all you have to do is go to the KZRG Election Hub, complete with races, candidates, amendment language, sample ballots, and more. Go to newstalkkzrg.com/elections.
Now, the KZRG question of the day.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on those Kansas City Chief renderings? Have you seen them yet? Do you like them? Dislike them? Care? Don't care? We want to know your thinking on it. Text us at 417-782-1310 or leave us an open mic message on the KZRG app. Totally free to download on the App Store or Google Play Store. Coming up, what's going on with Sean Hannity's Morning Minute? You can tune in to Sean every single weekday starting at 2 on AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News KZRG.
Not a bunch of rain around today, maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. Will drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night. And still a chance of showers, thunderstorms early Saturday, then sunshine in the upper 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic in the KZRG Storm Center.
Hey, what do you have there?
I'm just
Good morning, everybody. Tim, that's very funny. Hey, Mary, what's going on with you, Mary? Hopefully you are doing swell. Hopefully Mary is a Schwellionaire. That's my day. That's my word for the day. Schwellionaire means you're doing you are full of swellness. So chock full of it that if being swell were a currency, you would be a millionaire.
That's why we need Dr. Ellen Nichols in the state senate. Everybody knows Ellen.
Schwellionaire. Jeez. How's everyone doing this morning? Hopefully, very well.
That Ellen Nichols is fighting to stop these AI data centers from destroying our economy and environment.
That settles it. If we want change, we need to support Dr. Ellen Nichols, the conservative choice for state senate.
Paid for by friends of Dr. Ellen Nichols, Paula Baker, Treasurer.
Still married? That deserves a celebration. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th.
You know, the more I this is gonna sound like a very silly thing to say, but the more I think about the animal turtles, the less I like them. I don't like turtles. They kind of freak me out a little bit. They're a little they're very strange. Very strange creatures. Creatures I don't really care for. I had a turtle as a kid. His name was Tommy the Turtle. Tommy T. And my mom said he ran away.
Okay, but I bet there's a monthly service charge.
Actually, there's not. Their absolutely free checking is free from a monthly service charge.
So when you say free, you mean...
Free.
Turtles are adorable. They're creepy to me. They're very strange. They're very strange little guys. I'm not sure I'm a fan.
Own CBT locations today or at cbthomebank.com. Community Bank and Trust, where trust is so important. It's in our name. Other fees such as NSF, overdraft, sustained overdraft fees, etc. may apply. See fee schedule for details. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 580491.
You know that feeling. Your driver calls and says, "You're not going to like this." It's your first holy cow moment of the day. Maybe it's a blown hub, a trailer that won't brake right, a lighting issue right before a load has to leave. But whatever it is, you know your day and your bottom line is at risk. That's why you need Bennett's Truck and Trailer. They know those holy cow moments hit fast. And when they do, you need someone who knows how to fix the problem and keep you moving. From the biggest fleets to owner-operators running on thin margins, Bennett's is the name people trust when the unexpected threatens to put the brakes on your day. Because at Bennett's, it's not just about parts and repairs. It's about keeping your business on the road. Fast service, experienced techs, dependable solutions. That's why so many companies trust the Bennett way.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Cindy from Bennett's Truck and Trailer. Roll into the shop on Thunder Road in Dunawig or find us online at bennettstrucktrailer.com.
Bennett's Truck and Trailer, the name fleets trust and the service drivers remember.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
This poll shouldn't surprise anybody. I've told you this is coming. I told you that she'd be the front runner, and now it's official. Anyway, AOC now is at the top of the list for a new 2028 presidential poll. Kamala Harris barely registers. Second place goes to Mayor Pothole Pete Buttigieg. But if you look at the numbers, AOC has 22%. I told you she's the leader, and guys like people like Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer are minority leaders in name only. Buttigieg at 21. Harris, wow, only got 5% support. Gavin Newsom, Mark Kelly, Bernie Sanders, all trailed, all had less than 10% of the vote.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
I'm sure you've heard about Elon Musk, SpaceX, IPO, but maybe you didn't hear this part. They desperately need one specific, highly conductive physical metal to build out their massive orbital infrastructure, silver. There's a massive 200 million ounce hole in the global supply chain. We're burning through the very last of the world's above ground inventory, and the remaining stockpiles could be wiped out, we're told, according to estimates, in as few as 36 months. Now, this could drive demand to unprecedented levels. Reach out to our friends at Goldco. You can learn more about how silver might be able to help you diversify and protect your retirement. Goldco is a top precious metals company. They're standing by to send you a free gold and silver kit. They want you to be educated about the power of precious metals. You can also qualify for an extra 10% in free silver just for getting started. Call now, 855-815-GOLD. One more time, 855-815-GOLD today.
They call it controversy. I call it honesty. Hi, this is Vince Colonnese. Join me tonight at 8 right after Mark Levin on News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Going to be a little bit cooler than what it has been in most recent days. It's going to be a lot cooler than what's going to be this weekend. 88 today with mostly sunny. Very slight chance of some showers during the midday to early afternoon. Tomorrow, better chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high of around 90 in the afternoon. And then chance of thunderstorms wrapping up on Saturday morning with a high of 98 with mostly sunny. 102 on Sunday, according to KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
KZRG news time just before 7. It's FM 102.9, 105.9 AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Hey, by the way, don't forget about KZRG's election headquarters. It has everything you need to know what seats are up for grabs in the midterm election, who's running for what parties they represent or at least are running as. Sample ballots are there. Amendment language is there. You can read up, brush up on Amendment 1, 2, 4, and 5 in Missouri. And then, of course, Kansas. There's a couple of amendment-style questions you'll be asked. Kansas voters will be looking at the Kansas Constitutional Amendment and Kansas elections for Supreme Court Justices Amendment. So that can be found there as well. Coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes at around 7:10, President Donald Trump made a very moving speech regarding those dead U.S. soldiers that were killed by Iranian attacks.
The four states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 7 o'clock.
Another night of American bombing in Iran. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, the 12th consecutive night.
It looks like they're not ready to make a deal, so they're going to continue to pay a price. And every night the price gets higher and higher and higher.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio at a regional summit in the Philippines. U.S. Central Command said in a statement they hit more military targets, trying to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten ships in the Strait of Hormuz. But as Fox's Jonathan Savage reports, it's not just Iran and not just the Strait being targeted now.
Houthi rebels in Yemen are trying to stop Saudi Arabian ships from using the Red Sea. The Iran-backed group says it struck 2 Saudi oil tankers yesterday. The near closure of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran has meant the Yemeni side of the Arabian Peninsula has become ever more important. 8 other tankers have chosen to avoid that area in recent days.
And oil prices continue to surge, rising another 4% today. WTI back over $90 a barrel, a 6-week high, driving the price at the gas pump higher, up 15 cents the past week. But President Trump said at a Republican rally in Marietta, Georgia,
I just want you to remember that if you're paying a little bit more, a lot of it's come down now.
touting the June drop in inflation.
So the latest Fox News poll shows about 75% of voters say inflation has caused them financial hardship. The president, who campaigned on the economy, now receiving negative marks on the issue, with 65% saying they disapprove of his performance.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. As the U.S. keeps battling Iran with the goal of preventing them from having a nuclear weapon, the Trump administration's worked out a much different nuclear deal with Saudi Arabia to help them develop nuclear power. Energy Secretary Chris Wright tells Fox Business.
Saudi Arabia has been an ally of the United States since the nation's forming, and I'm thrilled in our efforts and where this is going. This will be top level, highest standards for nuclear safety and safeguards.
It would pave the way for the Saudis to enrich uranium for nuclear energy, but that'll be under scrutiny from lawmakers. Congress would have to approve the agreement. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG, heading for a high of 88. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic following sports. That'll be at 7:08. Sun is on the rise. There's still a few clouds mixed in. It's 66 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Carthage, 69 in Joplin, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. His third DWI arrest in just 14 months.
A man from Coral Junction charged after police say he was leading officers on a dangerous high-speed chase Monday night, going into oncoming traffic on Zora at sometimes nearly 80 miles an hour. 41-year-old Jesus De Leon did surrender himself at an apartment complex there on the north side of Joplin, where he reportedly told officers, quote, "I know I'm going to prison." I'm Ty Albright for News Talk KZRG.
Save $1,000 a year. Kansas U.S. Senator Roger Marshall says the Patients Deserve Price Tags Act will do just that.
This is the bill that will actually make a difference sooner than later in the cost of living for folks. But patients do deserve price tags as opposed to surprise bills. Our bill forces transparency, it forces competition, and there's going to be penalties if the hospitals don't comply with this.
The legislation now heads to the full Senate for consideration.
A national search for the City of Joplin's next information technology director has started. City Manager Nick Edwards announcing that Mark Morris, the city's longtime director of information technology, will retire this September after 25 years of service. Applications deadline August 14th. Joplin hopes to have the new director on board in September. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine mixed with some clouds at 69, 704. News Talk, KZRG.
Road rage? Take a breath. A man from Goodman, Missouri will spend a decade behind bars after he rammed another vehicle on Highway 59, then shot the driver after passing him. 33-year-old Anthony Keller was convicted of unlawful use of a weapon. Officers again remind you to remain calm on the road.
The Chiefs, also known as the Chiefs, have unveiled the first look at their proposed $3 billion domed stadium in the state of Kansas, but reactions are kind of mixed. Some call the design a modern Arrowhead, keeping the iconic look while giving KC a chance to host Super Bowls and other major events inside. But not everyone is sold. Some say that no dome can replace the atmosphere of outdoor football, as others add that it has zero character and looks just like every other new NFL stadium. It is scheduled to open for the 2031 NFL season. The history books were written in last night, according to Joe Morgan.
Over in Kansas City, history was made on Wednesday. Salvador Perez smashed a big fly to tie the Royals franchise home run record, and Lane Thomas delivered the clutch 2-run single in the 7th to lift KC past the Giants 5-4. The Royals keep the momentum rolling tonight as they open up a 4-game set against the Tigers starting at 5:40. St. Louis finally ends their losing streak. Hunter Dobbins tossed 6 shutout innings of 6-hit ball, and J.J. Weatherholt provided all the offense the Redbirds needed with a 6-inning solo blast.
The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall! A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt.
The Cardinals edged the Angels 1-0. No rest for St. Louis, though. They're right back at it this afternoon with a makeup game against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is set at 4:15. Catch all the action on AM 1230 The Talker. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape for professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin. Choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. That's a look at sports. I'm Joe Morgan for News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Joe Morgan.
Next news will be at 7:30. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Here's your KZRG forecast. The morning we should be in decent shape with clear sky and a few clouds, maybe a little bit more cloud toward lunchtime with maybe a shower around, otherwise 88 degrees. Overnight tonight will clear at 72. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic at the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather is a service of Indigo Sky Casino. The area's premier gaming destination is always a good time with delicious chef-created entrees, excellent adult beverages, and fantastic entertainment too. Visit IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
Clean sweep this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. Mixture of sun and clouds right now, 66 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Columbus, 69 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time going on 7:08.
Can you believe politicians nearly doubled state spending since 2019? Yeah, that's twice the rate of inflation.
What do we get for all that extra spending? Nothing.
Yeah, and get this, over 200 loopholes are buried in our tax code, written by lobbyists for wealthy corporations.
Our tax code is rigged against us.
We get taxed on our paycheck, our home, everything we buy.
I guess somebody's got to pay for all that spending.
That's why we need Amendment 5. It puts politicians on a leash.
Forces them to cut taxes and control spending, whether they like it or not.
Amendment 5 closes the loopholes, eliminates income taxes, cuts property taxes, and gives $3,000 a year to average working families.
We decide, not the politicians.
Amendment 5 is the biggest tax cut in Missouri history.
I'm voting yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC, Mark Ellinger, Treasurer.
Mom!
Yeah?
Where does the bath drain go?
Why?
I was given my favorite Lego man a bath, and he went down the drain. So I sent a guy in after him, and a guy after him, and now the water won't go down.
When you got a clog that can't be beat. When your shower water is above your feet. When you flush that bowl and it makes you frown.
Spring River makes that drain go down.
Hi, this is Nathan Terry. Let Spring River Drain and Sewer take the stress out of clogged pipes and...
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm sorry that you had pneumonia, Mary. That sucks. Oh, Tim, you had it too? Tim had it back in May. Thought it was going to do me in. Took 3 weeks to get back on my feet. Absolutely miserable. Oh, that really sucks, Tim.
Yeah. Glad you guys are both feeling better.
Yeah, pneumonia. Pneumonia is bona fide no bueno. Pneumonia is a bona fide no bueno item. Top 10 worst items.
Bill says I had pneumonia during the winter months and the summer months.
It's a little easier to handle in the winter with the cold air, but the summer months with the heat and humidity doesn't make it easy. Yeah, summer months just suck. I think summer months are the worst months. I hate the summer. I prefer the extreme cold over the extreme hot. Extreme hot is just dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
3 weeks, $17.76. Try it. ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF. You'll connect with their friendly local team, and they'll do everything they can to help. We hope you soon will be sharing your story with us as well. ReliefFactor.com.
Radio infotainment live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. You're listening to News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning Newswatch on News Talk KZRG.
A hero's welcome home. President Donald Trump paying respect to one of the fallen American heroes that was killed by Iran over the weekend. It's Ted Bojorquez.
It's Steve Scott. It's going to be possibly wet for just a little bit early this afternoon. Possibility of some showers early. Then increasing clouds with a high near 88 for today. Tonight down to 72 with increasing clouds. Tomorrow, a little bit better chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high near 90. Heat index values tomorrow making it feel as high as 95. Now on Saturday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms very early on in the morning. Mostly sunny and hot the rest of the day. High near, oh boy, up to 98 on Saturday. And then on Sunday, sunny and hot, 102.
What?
Oh, it gets better. Monday.
That's the feel or that's the temperature?
No, that's the actual temperature.
Oh, my.
Monday, the actual temperature, sunny and hot, 103. Now, we're going to ask Radio Ray, also known as 3-Day Ray, also known as Ray Stajic, our KZRG meteorologist.
He's known by everything except his name, just Ray, huh?
Yeah. We're going to talk to him at 7:25.
Also known as Steve's little ray of sunshine. Oh, no, wait, that's Mrs. Steve, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could say so. I am the sunshine of her life.
Oh, are you?
To quote a Stevie Wonder song.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, President Donald Trump, he paid tribute to fallen Army First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan during an event yesterday at Wheeler High School in Georgia. Now, the president, he had some, I don't know, pretty incredible things to say about this fallen hero. This guy, 25 years old, was killed in Jordan at a U.S. military base, an army, I believe it was an air base in Jordan, and he was killed by Iranian airstrikes. So Iran very much so does still have a military. They very much so do still have missiles, and they're using it to kill Americans as we speak. Now, I was going to quote for you some really incredible words that the president had said in honor of fallen hero Tyler Feehan. But, I mean, honestly, who better to hear it from than the president himself?
They returned to American soil at Dover. And one of the families happened to be traveling to Georgia. Beautiful family, beautiful wife and husband and brother-in-law. And I said, I'm going to Georgia too. Where are you going? She says, well, after this, sir, they lost their beautiful son. We're going to Georgia. I said, so if you want, I'll give you a ride on Air Force One. And they said, wow. Wow. So today, I then said they're on Air Force One, and it's quite nice, I must say. And they said, wow, this is something, thank you so much. But they're heartbroken, they're heartbroken. But they couldn't believe it. And they live very close to here. They live minutes away. And we're here today, and I said to them, celebrating the memory of their beautiful, this was a beautiful son. I read when I go to Dover, I read charts on all of the young people, and some are unbelievable. Some are a little bit, they got a little bit of a couple of little bad things put in. This is a son who is like a flawless, perfect person, beautiful, beautiful son, handsome in every way, brilliant, respected by everybody. His sheet read so beautifully, and I told them that their beloved son, and his name was Lieutenant Tyler Feehan, and he was a person that was going all the way. He was going to be a general. He would have been a general very quickly. He was heading in that path. But I just want to thank Tyler's mother, Sherry, his father, Stephen, and his uncle, David, who are great people. I got to know them a little bit on the plane. And standing there watching this sight, which is, it's very, very tough to watch, to be honest with you. Very tough. I think it's the toughest thing I do. Of anything I do all this stuff, but I think it's the toughest thing I do. But to Sherry and Stephen and David, we will carry Tyler's memory in our hearts forever. And I just want to thank you. It's an honor to have you here today. Please.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think that is the right way to pay respects to a fallen American hero. KZRG News Time 7:15, as opposed to the Joe Biden method, which is stand out on the tarmac checking your watch every 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Yeah. So there you have it. Moving on from there, some interesting news here. The Kansas City Chiefs have revealed their first renderings of their proposed $3 billion domed stadium in Kansas. Now, we don't technically know which plot of land yet. They're apparently
we know
still
approximately where.
We
but
know
not,
about. I mean, it's a short list. There's like 2 options, but technically all we know is it's in Kansas. But it's in one of 2 places in Kansas.
And it has a see-through roof, according to the renderings.
Yeah. So this new stadium, they're hoping to have it open for the 2031 NFL season. It's going to have 70,000 seats.
Ooh.
On top of that, as Steve mentioned, it has a fully enclosed roof. Made of translucent. Thank you, Steve. Do you want to say the other words too?
No, just translucent.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's really see-through, except for if snow
Steve's
hits
gonna
it or
stop
if
at
ice
translucent.
hits
You're not going to say the other words of what it's made of?
Let me see. It's probably made of something like hard plastic or something like that.
I'll tell you what it's made of. It's made of translucent ethylene, tetrafluoroethylene.
Oh, thank God I didn't say that one.
Steve said translucent and stopped there. He didn't want to continue on. Translucent ethylene terafluoroethylene.
I like just saying ETFE panels. That'd be better.
My favorite of the panels. So, yeah, that's what it's going to have a roof, but you can still see it. So you can still see the nice sun. That's always lovely. Apparently, there's going to be a symmetrical curved exterior with a upper decks in each end zone for viewership and whatnot. And Chiefs chairman and CEO Clark Hunt, he said that fan feedback apparently played a major role in the design. Particularly, as everyone in the NFL knows, famously, Kansas City Chiefs, they have a reputation for having one of the loudest home field advantages in the NFL.
They do.
And they wanted to preserve that as best they can. So
I've actually been there, and it took me like 2 weeks to get my hearing completely back because it was so loud in there during the game.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently they're going to try and keep that going as well, which is pretty funny. On top of that, they also very specifically wanted to mention that this new stadium design has 20,000 parking spaces, which, yeah, that's nice. 70,000 seats, 20,000 parking spaces.
Between 3 and 4 people per vehicle.
Yeah, I get that. That's nice. And
if there's less than that, then there's not going to be enough parking.
Exactly. That's kind of the deal. So I was like, all right, I think more parking might be needed, because what about all the workers, too?
Well, that's true. You forgot about those.
You got a ton of workers.
Right. And what about the buses?
What about the buses? Yeah, exactly.
Now, they have usually more than 3 or 4 people on the buses normally.
So I don't know if that's going to be enough parking space.
Plus, they have to have room for tailgating.
That's the big thing. Got to have the tailgate space. Got to have a dedicated tailgate space. So apparently they're trying to make that a thing as well. I don't know. 20,000 seems a little low. So anyway, yeah, Chiefs, they released the new renderings. Pretty interesting design. Obviously, as we all know, that what people hope things look like are not always coming to fruition. It doesn't always end up looking exactly the way they hope it looks to be. And how costs are. Costs go up, and maybe they have to damp down the design a little bit. Who knows? But 2031, that's the goal in terms of getting the stadium off the ground and actually functioning and actually ready to take on NFL games.
Well, the lease is out after the end of the season in 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it'd be early 31 for the technicality, but they got to get it built so they can get into their new stadium.
KZRG News Time, 7:20.
And now, KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
As we were just mentioning, the Kansas City Chiefs revealing their first renderings of their proposed $3 billion domed stadium in the state of Kansas. 70,000 seats, more than 20,000 parking spaces, and it's designed to have the loudest home field advantage.
Number 2.
A French model recruiter accused of bringing women to Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead at his home. French prosecutors opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. He was 69.
Number 1.
Elections are just around the corner. To get all of the information you need to be informed, go to the KZRG Election Hub, complete with races, candidates, amendment language, sample ballots, and more. Go to newstalkkzrg.com/elections.
Now, the KZRG question of the day.
What are your thoughts on those Chiefs renderings? New stadium. Big deal. Sports ball. Let's get it going. KZRG News Time, 7:20. We'll be speaking with Ray Stajic. Look at weekday weather less than 5 minutes from now on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
Not a bunch of rain around today. Maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. We'll drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow, up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night. And still a chance of showers, thunderstorms early Saturday, then sunshine in the upper 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic in the KZRG Storm Center.
Hi, I'm Richard Davidson, candidate for presiding commissioner of Newton County. For 30 years, I built a successful family business by asking tough questions, solving problems, and finding better ways to get the job done. I brought that same approach to City Hall as mayor of Neosho, where I work every day to improve city government. Now I'm ready to bring that proven leadership to you in Newton County. You should expect more from your county government. You deserve a strong leader who delivers results. I'm Richard Davidson, and I'd appreciate your vote on August 4th. Paid for by Davidson for Newton County, Derek Snyder, Treasurer.
Gingrich Structures builds agricultural, commercial, and residential post-frame buildings designed to meet your needs. All built with superior craftsmanship and attention to every detail. From planning to completion, your local Gingrich Pro will guide you every step of the way, helping you create a custom post-frame building you can count on for years to come. Visit GingrichStructures.com to connect with your local Gingrich Pro and ask about the industry's only 5-year workmanship warranty. That's GingerICHStructures.com.
This summer, one backyard had everything. Burgers on the grill, kids running through sprinklers, fire pit glowing. Until the mosquitoes arrived. Suddenly, everyone's swatting. The dog won't stop scratching. The cookout moved inside. Fire pit abandoned. It was the summer that should have been. Until one family fought back and called Bug Away Pest Control.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bug Away Pest Control. Don't let backyard pests cancel your summer plans. Let Bug Away Pest Control use powerful, pet-friendly treatments to treat your yard and stop those pests from returning. We are the only place you can get Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee. Swim, barbecue, and enjoy your backyard this summer without the fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes. Remember, if you don't see our logo, it's a no-go. Learn how we can help with your pest problems at bugawaypc.com. We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Bug Away Pest Control.
Need a medical provider today? Act now. Access Family Care in Joplin offers same-day medical appointments. Go right now to accessfamilycare.org and request your same-day visit. Don't wait. Get care today at accessfamilycare.org.
At Access Family Care, you're never alone out there.
What gets in the way of eating your favorite foods? What prevents you from smiling in pictures of your most memorable moments? For so many, it's the almighty dollar. The cost is often the deal breaker for the smile that you deserve. But with Mid-America Dental Center, it doesn't have to be. Of course, Mid-America Dental Center accepts insurance from Delta Dental, Guardian, Aetna, United, Humana, and over 200 more insurance providers. But they can also help you find affordable dental insurance and payment plans so you can finally get your dental work completed. Don't let cost keep you from getting the dental care you need. See how you can get the smile of your dreams that also works for your budget at Mid-America Dental Center.
I'm Brian George, CEO of Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center, just off of I-44 Exit 44, and at MidAmericaDental.com. Changing lives and making smiles at dental centers.
Our best for less in a day at Dental Center.
Exercise your right to vote in this year's Best of the Four States Awards presented by Pinnacle Vet Clinic in Neosho. Help Zimmer Marketing decide the winners in nearly 100 different categories. Just go to bestofthefourstates.com and vote for your favorites. You can vote once per category every day. Help Zimmer Marketing recognize and celebrate your favorite local businesses with the Best of the Four States Awards. Vote now at bestofthefourstates.com.
Hey, Clay Travis here. Join me and Buck Sexton weekdays from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. You can depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Enjoy the cooler weather while you can. Yep, it's going to be increasingly cloudy today. We're expecting a high of 88. It's a lot cooler compared to what it has been over the last few days and what it's going to be over the next several days. Tomorrow, we've got a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 90. Here come the heat index values, though. It's going to feel like 95 for tomorrow, possibly. Then on Saturday, actual temperature is going to go way up. Mostly sunny and hot with a high of 98. And the winds are going to be out of the southwest, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour, bringing that warmer weather and humidity in. Sunday, it's going to be sunny and hotter. 102 is going to be the actual temperature. Boy, is it going to be hot. Sunny and hot again on Monday, 103. Now they're saying sunny and hot with 103 for the forecast on Tuesday, 101 with mostly sunny and hot on Wednesday. So, Ted, between you and me, I think we've got a hot week going on as the week progresses. So it's going to be one of those times where we've got the temperatures just going up and up and up and up. Would not surprise me if we get a heat advisory or excessive heat warning sometime in there. So that'll be coming up here in just a little bit. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk, KZRG. And joining us live right now, all right. So again, be enjoying the cooler temperatures while you can for the next couple of days. Again, the heat index tomorrow is going to be as high as 95. And News Talk KZRG joining us now is Ray Stajic, our KZRG meteorologist. Ray, I was just talking about the hot weather coming back, and I would not be surprised if we don't get a heat advisory.
Yeah, I mean, getting into the upcoming weekend, really going to see the ridge kind of dig back in, as we like to call it in the business. And late in the weekend, early next week, triple-digit heat expected. Might get there Sunday. Near 100 degrees, but multiple days in a row, at least 4 days in a row starting Sunday, where we are going to see 100 or low 100s with the heat index values most likely between 105 and 110. So some hot stuff on the way, but it does look like it's going to hold off until probably Saturday. We'll start feeling it, but especially into Sunday and early next week with this big ridge coming in.
Now, does it look like, is it too early to say for sure, but does it look like the humidity is going to go haywire on us again to where we'll have the higher heat indexes?
Yeah, most likely as we look at the analysis and the guidance is saying, the high comes in from the west and, moves east. And as it does, we'll start to see a little bit more of a southwesterly flow. That'll pull in a little bit more humidity off the Gulf, and that's going to come north. So again, it feels like temperatures will be easily 105, maybe as hot as 110, and maybe hotter in spots. So anticipate some advisories. Until then, though, it does look like we will have a little bit of wet weather around. A few showers are possible today. Right now, looks like the bulk of the rain out across central, north central Kansas is going to stay north of us and dissipate, but around lunchtime, as the clouds increase, maybe a shower, upper 80s today, and then tonight in the low 70s, tomorrow near 90, and we'll start to see that humidity creep up as it feels close to 95 with maybe an afternoon shower or a thunderstorm. Still a chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday night to early Saturday, and sunny will start to heat up Saturday afternoon to the upper 90s. And as we said, guys, as we get into Sunday, right on through Wednesday, near or just above 100 degrees, and that's air temperatures. You factor in the humidity, with sunshine, it's going to feel probably at least 105 to maybe as hot as 110, possibly in some spots a little bit hotter.
Now, Ray, sometimes we get tropical storm remnants through our area. Is there any chance of that possibly happening with the current tropical storm that's in the Louisiana, Texas area?
Right now, Bertha, tropical storm, continuing to go east and just south of east, probably weakening as it comes on shore in East Texas, and doesn't look like we'll see any remnant moisture coming in from that.
Excellent. Ray, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a good one. That was KZRG's meteorologist Ray Stajic here on News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
At 7:30, I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
Jack Smith criminal referral.
Minnesota convicted fraudster.
Google's EU fine.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG topping out at 88 today. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic. Following sports, that'll be at 7:38. Mixture of sun and clouds right now. 66 in Neosho, 70 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Webb City, 69 in Joplin.
Nice.
FM 102.9. That sounds like nice baby in the background. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk, KZRG.
A House committee leveling accusations against the man who led criminal cases against President Donald Trump.
The Republican chair of the House Judiciary Committee is urging the Justice Department to open a criminal investigation into former special counsel Jack Smith and whether he committed perjury regarding his inquiry of President Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The criminal referral from Representative Jim Jordan centers around Smith's deposition last year when he testified his subpoena for toll records from members of Congress did not include the content of their calls. His team was able to ultimately review those texts through a separate subpoena for records held by the National Archives. The House Committee's top Democrat, Jamie Raskin, calling the criminal referral baseless and vindictive. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
It was sentencing day again for a man in Minnesota who pled guilty to trying to bribe a juror.
A federal judge slaps Abdiaziz Farah with another decade in prison for trying to bribe a juror in the first Feeding Our Family trial in Minnesota. That's on top of the 28 years the convicted fraudster is already serving for his role in the burgeoning Feeding Our Future case. The sentences will run consecutively, meaning the 37-year-old will remain in bars well into his 70s. He and four others who were on trial for fraud delivered a bag with $120,000 in cash to a juror's home with a note calling for a not guilty verdict. That woman, juror number 52, called the cops. Farah apologized to the juror in court. CJ Papa, Fox News.
The European Union has fined Google $1 billion.
The EU's punishing Google after finding the tech giant broke digital antitrust regulations. The dispute relates to the App Store Google Play and use of the firm's famous search engine to direct consumers towards its own services to the detriment of competitors. One official saying the best products should succeed because they're better, not because they're owned by the company running the search engine. Google argues the fine will be bad for European businesses and consumers. It recently lost an appeal over a separate $4.5 billion EU antitrust fine. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Mixture of sun and clouds, 69, 734, News Talk KZRG.
In Northeast Oklahoma, several counts of child sexual abuse have been leveled against a former first responder. News Talk KZRG's Steve Smith with more.
The former Grove assistant fire chief accused of sexually abusing a teenage girl that he coached is out of jail after posting a $75,000 bond. 40-year-old Rocky De Silva also allegedly closely monitored the girl through the Life 360 app and later violated a protective order by attempting to reach her after the reported assault. De Silva resigned from the Grove Fire Department earlier this year after a 20-year career there, but his attorney says he is innocent. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
He saved her life. New details about the drowning of a Rogers, Arkansas police officer over the weekend near Knoll. 24-year-old Fred Marsh jumped into Elk River to save his brand-new fiancée who got caught in a current while they were kayaking with some friends. She was able to get back in her kayak, but he went under and never resurfaced. Family members say that Marsh had just proposed that morning. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. A mixture of sun and clouds, 69, 735. News Talk KZRG.
The search now underway for a city manager for Nevada, Missouri in Vernon County. The Nevada City Council has okayed an agreement with a private company to conduct the search. Nevada will be paying up to $28,000 to this private company for travel and expenses, or rather, travel and expenses will not be included. Nevada City Manager Gary Edwards turned in his resignation in April of this year.
Would you let your kid be taught in school by a robot?
A high school on the Seneca Nation Indian Reservation in New York State is testing an artificially intelligent humanoid robotic teaching assistant. Created by the Toronto-based Realbotics company, Sally, as it's called, is designed to be a classroom tool but not replace human teachers, despite being given the appearance of a young female adult. Sally doesn't walk around but can move its upper body and make facial gestures. Its AI system is intended to allow it to have ongoing conversations with individual students, helping them to learn while reducing workloads for classroom teachers. Eben Brown, Fox News.
The Cardinals finally won a game. That's according to Joe Morgan.
Over in Kansas City, history was made on Wednesday. Salvador Perez smashed a big fly to tie the Royals' franchise home run record, and Lane Thomas delivered the clutch two-run single in the seventh to lift KC past the Giants 5-4. The Royals keep the momentum rolling tonight as they open up a four-game set against the Tigers starting at 5:40. St. Louis finally ends their losing streak. Hunter Dobbins tossed 6 shutout innings of 6-hit ball, and J.J. Weatherholt provided all the offense the Redbirds needed with a 6-inning solo blast.
The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall! A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt.
The Cardinals edged the Angels 1-0. No rest for St. Louis, though. They're right back at it this afternoon with a makeup game against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is set at 4:15. Catch all the action on AM 1230 The Talker. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape for professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin. Choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. That's a look at sports. I'm Joe Morgan for News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news, 8 o'clock, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Not a bunch of rain around today, maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. We'll drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night. And still a chance of showers, thunderstorms early Saturday, then sunshine in the upper 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic in the KZRG Storm Center.
No rain showing up this morning so far on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. It is 66 in Neosho, 70 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Lamar, 69 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 7:39.
Experience matters when electing judges. For 30 years, John Nicholas has served the citizens of Jasper County, including the last 12 as a judge. As a former assistant prosecutor, he knows that courtroom mistakes can result in costly and emotional mistrials.
I'm proud that in my 12 years as a judge, I've never had a case overturned or sent back for a new trial. It's important to get it right the first time. I'd appreciate your vote August 4th to continue to serve Jasper County. Paid for by the committee to elect John Nicholas. Chris Churchwell, Treasurer.
Hinkle's Ace Hardware, they got what you need there.
Hey guys, it's John here from Hinkle's Ace Hardware. You know, Steel is a family-owned company, and they do things a little differently. You won't find their tools sitting on a shelf at the giant big boxes. They only partner with locally owned stores like ours because they know you deserve real service. Our most popular battery tools right now are the HSA 26 with 2 attachments for grass trimming or touching up hedges, and the GTA 26 handheld pruning saw with a 4-inch bar perfect for pruning. We've also got you covered with all the heavy-duty steel gas gear, from professional-grade chainsaws and string trimmers to rugged pressure washers. But we don't just sell you a machine and wave goodbye. We actually have an on-site gold-certified mechanic right here to service your gear for years to come. That's the local service you expect and the quality you deserve. Swing by and see us today at Hinkle's Ace Hardware in Webb City or Joplin. Let's get your weekend project sorted out.
Neighbors helping neighbors, Hinkle's Ace Hardware Store.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Goldilocks needed a dumpster. The first one she rented was too small.
My garage stuff won't fit.
The second dumpster was too big.
I don't own that much junk.
Then she found the yellow box from Big John's roll-off service.
This dumpster is just right.
Big John's.
Hey, I'm the Big John from Big John's Roll-Off Service.
And I'm the wife, Claire.
And our yellow box special gives you 15 to 20 yards of space and is the same footprint as a smaller box, but taller, so you can fit more.
It's perfect for garage cleanouts, home projects and remodels, moving, downsizing, or finally tackling that backyard pile you've been ignoring.
For just $400, you get 7 days of rental and the first 2,000 pounds of debris.
But we've only got 3 yellow boxes, so once they're booked, they're booked.
Reserve yours today at BigJohnsRolloff.com.
When you've got big waste, you need Big John's.
Big on service, big on savings. Big John's.
News, talk, commentary, and hard truths. All those can be heard when you tune into the Mark Levin Show every weekday from 5 to 8 on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It's FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, it's News Talk KZRG. Ted Bojorquez, and joining us live here in Studio 1Z is Joplin Chief of Police Chief Richard Pearson, along with Belinda Belk with the Community Blood Center for the Ozarks. Thanks for being here today, guys.
Our pleasure. It's always a pleasure to come see you.
Yeah, well, and for the record, it's a pleasure when the chief comes in to see me for radio news information, not when he has to knock on my front door because I did something wrong, which has happened a time or two. So
yeah, we've been looking for you.
We'll want details. We'll want details later.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you guys are here to talk to us about the Boots, Badges, Bandages blood drive. A lot of alliteration. I love that. But what is it?
You did a great job. The situation we have in the summertime is just a challenge because everyone's traveling, they're on vacation, they've got other things going on, but yet the need for blood never takes a vacation. So we've got to come up with some fun, innovative ways to get people's attention and bring them in to donate. So we so appreciate our first responders. They see every day why we do what we do, and they are just amazing to work with. And they stand up and host the blood drive, boots, badges, and bandages. And so that's what we're here to do. We're having a blood drive tomorrow, and we want everyone to come out and donate blood.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, this is all about helping people through blood donation, which is why it's such a natural thing to partner with first responders, because your entire world is helping people, right?
Right, and we run into situations all the time, traffic accidents, crimes, injuries, where people are going to have to go to the hospital and they're going to need blood. And the thing I like about CBCO is every drop of blood that's donated to them stays in our local community to help our families, to help our friends who may find themselves in need of blood. So it's a great thing all the way around.
Yeah, and it's happening tomorrow. It's the Boots, Badges, Bandages Blood Drive. We're speaking now with Joplin Chief of Police Richard Pearson, along with Belinda Belk. She's with the Community Blood Center for the Ozark. That blood drive happening tomorrow from 10 in the morning all the way until 4 in the afternoon. Now, my question for you, Belinda, is a lot of the times people, they want to donate, they're impassioned, they feel empowered to do so, but they don't know the first thing about like their blood type or even if they're eligible. What happens with those people that want to donate?
Well, thank you. That's a perfect segue into who's eligible. 60% of the nation, if you like numbers, 60% of the nation is eligible to give blood, and yet only 3% will actually come and donate. Isn't that amazing? And yet we need 200 pints of blood every day to meet the needs of our over 40 hospitals in our 40 county service area. So you're helping someone right here where we work and live and raise our families. But to answer your question, what you do is you bring your ID, be feeling well and healthy, of course. Be sure and eat a good meal, have a lot of liquid, hydrate your body, especially in this heat. Come in, bring your ID. We'll put your information in our database. You'll answer some medical health history questions, which takes about 10 minutes or so. You'll donate, which only takes about 10 or 15 minutes or so. And then you'll have a snack. By the way, we're having great food provided by Mercy Joplin tomorrow, but we bring other snacks as well. But that whole process takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and we like to say that 45 minutes to an hour of your time can give someone a lifetime.
Yeah. And what about blood type? Like if I don't know my blood type, how do I know if you guys are looking for my blood?
Right, and we'll take test tubes during the donation process, and that of course goes to test for the diseases that we look for to make sure your unit is safe to give to patients. But in that process you'll also be typed, and so you'll get a card from us in a week or two that will give you your blood type. But interestingly enough, you don't need to, it's a curiosity. It's nice to know your blood type, but if, heaven forbid, you were ever in an accident, they're going to give you O negative blood to get you stabilized, and then they will type specific your blood and give you what you need specifically. So that goes into O negative. If you're an O negative blood type, you're only about 5% of the population. So we need you to come out and give, because not only for yourself, but for others in an emergency, as the chief was saying.
Yeah.
So go further into that. Don't worry about what your blood type is. Just come out, bring your ID, come
That's
out.
right.
Whatever blood type you are, somebody needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the Boots, Badges, Bandages Blood Drive happening tomorrow from 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. We're speaking now with Joplin Chief of Police Richard Pearson, along with Belinda Belk. She's with the Community Blood Center for the Ozarks. And so, Chief, I want to talk to you a little bit about the tangible reality and the importance of giving blood. Without getting too gruesome, there are accidents. There are car crashes that you guys see. God forbid there's a shooting, a stabbing, anything like that. Can you talk about the human element of why this is such a needed service, these blood donations?
Yeah, sure. Coming from the law enforcement community, this is especially important to us because at any given time, a law enforcement officer or a firefighter could get injured and need blood. But, the general public, they have accidents, like you were saying, and in a less dramatic format, people have surgeries every day, and they may need blood to help make that surgery successful. So the more blood that is available in the community, the better off everybody will be. And I think that's just important for everybody to understand. You can be a hero 45 minutes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. That's a very good point. It's the Boots, Badges, Bandages Blood Drive where you can be a hero, as the chief said, in just 45 minutes.
All right.
Help some people out. Belinda, is there anything else you think people should know about this upcoming blood drive?
I just want them to come out and help us. Again, we need 200 units every day to meet the needs in those hospitals. You're one of those 200 units, so we'd love for you to come out and donate. We're out at the Help Me Chief with the. I always get the name.
Police and Fire Training Center out on Swede Lane. It's right across from the airport.
Thank you.
From 10 in the morning till 4 p.m. And it's important to understand when you come out, you get a chance to vote for your organization of choice, whether it be the fire department, the police department, or the EMS services. For the past 2 years running, the police department has won this competition, and I like to keep that going. I like to kind of poke Chief Ezell with it every time I can. So come on out, donate, save a life, and vote for the police department.
And what is the police department? What have you guys have been getting as a prize? Is it just bragging rights, or do you get a little trophy?
We get a trophy, but there's the bragging rights. There's always this friendly competition between the police department and the fire department, and we beat them at everything that we do. So it's really important that the public comes out and helps us continue to beat the fire department at everything we do.
Yeah. These guys are quite competitive, and that's the fun part of what we do. By the way, I've got the trophy in my car to give you because he's a little possessive of that goldish trophy. He's very proud of that.
On the bottom, he's carved his name into it.
I'll look for that. That's an excellent point.
Yeah, Chief Ezell from the fire department and I, we're good buddies, and we love poking fun at one another, and we're very competitive, but in a fun and friendly way. And it's the community in general that's going to benefit from this competition between the two of us, because every drop of blood that comes in is going to help somebody continue to live.
Yeah. So you get to donate blood, you get to potentially save a life, and
help the police department.
You get to vote Joplin Police Department for the annual Boots, Badges, Bandages blood drive. Belinda, if people want to learn more about this blood drive or about future blood drives and just everyday donations, where can they go?
Absolutely. Thank you. Go to our website, cvco.org. And you can look up the blood drive nearest you. If tomorrow doesn't work for you, we've got sites in Springfield, Joplin, and Northwest Arkansas. And that's a sideline that I wanted to mention. Our service area covers Southwest Missouri, Southeast Kansas, and Northwest Arkansas. And all of those medical facilities, all those hospitals rely on us to go get the blood, as the chief said, for surgeries, for accidents, for cancer treatments, for heart disease and surgery. All of those patients lean on us, and we lean on our amazing donor base to come give us blood.
Excellent. Belinda, Chief Pearson, thanks for joining us this morning.
You bet, anytime. Vote for the police.
We'll talk to you guys again soon. KZRG News Time, 7:51.
And now, KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
The Kansas City Chiefs revealed their first renderings of their proposed $3 billion dome stadium in Kansas. It has 70,000 seats, more than 20,000 parking spaces, and is designed to have the loudest home field advantage.
Number 2.
A French model recruiter accused of bringing women to Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead at his home. French prosecutors opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. He was 69 years old.
Number 1.
Elections just around the corner. You can get all the information you need to be informed. Go to News Talk KZRG's Election Hub, complete with races, candidates, amendment language, sample ballots, and more. Go to newstalkkzrg.com/elections.
Now, the KZRG question of the day.
Yeah, those Chiefs renderings came out. Pretty big deal. What are your thoughts on them? Have you perused them, given them a little look-see? We want to know your thinking. Leave us an open mic message on the KZRG app or text us at 417-782-1310. Coming up, your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsas from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos. On News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
Not a bunch of rain around today, maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. Will drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night. And still a chance of showers, thunderstorms early Saturday, then sunshine in the upper 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic in the KZRG Storm Center.
Ellen Nichols suffers from TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. Ellen Nichols has attacked President Trump on social media, even posting that Trump is, quote, a vulgar, adulterating, bullying, mob-connected scam artist, end quote. That's because Ellen Nichols is a woke liberal who has donated thousands to groups pushing radical ideas, like supporting George Floyd protests, attacking our gun rights, and pushing abortions. Ellen Nichols. She's just too woke for Missouri.
Show Me Values PAC paid for and is responsible for the content of this ad. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Josh with Bridgewater Roofing. We can't prevent severe weather from happening this season, but we'll be there for you with a solution when the storm hits.
If you need a new roof, general maintenance, or help navigating the insurance process, Bridgewater Roofing has you covered. We offer special warranties, maintenance plans, and even financing options to take care of you.
Come visit our showroom or visit our website, bridgewaterroofing.net.
Reputation, quality, and value too. Bridgewater Roofing takes care of you.
Just like you, the hot weather can be tough on your truck. This is Justin with JL Mobile Truck and Trailer Repair. Hot roads are hard on your tires, your radiators, your hoses, and a lot more. So if you're broken down, remember JL Mobile Truck and Trailer Repair. They can get your truck or your heavy equipment back in action 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Or we can take care of your regular maintenance and stop those problems before they leave you stranded. Call us at 417-438-9461 or visit jlmobilerepair.com.
This is your business.
Ew, what's that smell?
This is your business after a visit from Helping Hands Commercial Cleaning Services.
At Helping Hands, they get it. The dust bunny colony multiplying daily under your office desk. That window grime that turns a noxious shade of yellow when the sun hits it just right. The mess that keeps growing. It feels overwhelming. But Helping Hands can help. Cleaning is kind of their thing, and they do it without judgment. They provide reliable cleaning solutions backed by a spotless reputation. So whether your business needs a light dusting and quick refresh or a top-to-bottom deep clean, they can create a cleaning service that best fits your business needs. And they work with businesses of all kinds, from large-scale facilities and medical and manufacturing to professional offices and high-security facilities. Even if the mess feels out of control, Helping Hands can get you back on track fast. No judgment. They're ready to do the dirty work. Find Helping Hands Commercial Cleaning Services on Facebook or at helpinghandsservices.com.
Can you believe politicians nearly doubled state spending since 2019? Yeah, that's twice the rate of inflation.
What do we get for all that extra spending? Nothing.
Yeah, and get this, over 200 loopholes are buried in our tax code, written by lobbyists for wealthy corporations.
Our tax code is rigged against us.
We get taxed on our paycheck, our home, everything we buy.
I guess somebody's got to pay for all that spending.
That's why we need Amendment 5. It puts politicians on a leash.
Forces them to cut taxes and control spending, whether they like it or not.
Amendment 5 closes the loopholes, eliminates income taxes, cuts property taxes, and gives $3,000 a year to average working families.
We decide, not the politicians.
Amendment 5 is the biggest tax cut in Missouri history.
I'm voting yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC. Mark Ellinger, Treasurer.
Want to know what's really going on? Then join me, Chris Plant, every weekday from 9 to 11 on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning Challenge.
Your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
To win, be the first one on the phone with the correct answer to the question. 417-782-1310. 417-782-1310. Ted, what's the question?
Today's question is a little U.S. geography question for you. Here it is. What is the largest lake in the United States? 417-782-1310. We're not talking deepest, not the deepest lake. What is the largest by square mileage? 417-782-1310. What is the largest lake in the United States, square mileage-wise? Steve, what are we giving away?
Complimentary taco plus chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
417-782-1310. What is the single largest lake in the United States, square mileage-wise? 417-782-1310. A lake so big you could swim in. Though I suppose you can swim in pretty much any lake. 417-782-1310. News Talk KZRG, what is your guess?
Is it Lake Superior?
That is exactly correct, good sir. A superior guess indeed. Who do we have here?
Ashley.
Hey, what's your favorite radio station?
KZRG.
Love to hear it, my good friend. Love to hear it. Yes, indeed, Lake Superior. And you have just won a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Keto Tacos. Stay on the horn for us if you don't mind. We'll be with you in just a moment here. Yeah, Lake Superior is, in fact, the largest lake in the United States. It spans more than 31,000 square miles.
Well, it thinks it's superior. That's why.
It is superior in size, that is.
Yeah, true.
Think about that. This lake is more than 31,000 square miles. That's an insane amount of water in one place. Now,
what is it in round miles?
Oh, my God.
Well, I thought I'd ask.
You just hate me, don't you, Steve?
Yes, I do.
You just love to see me in pain with your terrible, terrible jokes.
Hey, it's a lot of fun. It's going to be nice today, temperature-wise, 88 for the high. Increasing clouds, though, and then tomorrow we got a slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 90 tomorrow. Then it's going to warm up Saturday. It's going to be mostly sunny and hot with a high near 98. Wow.
Great way to follow along with all things weather, including extreme heat or just regular summer heat. The Zimmer Storm Center app, totally free to download in the App Store or Google Play Store.
The four states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 8 o'clock.
Oil prices keep surging. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. They are up more than 4% this morning, hitting a 6-week high. WTI back to almost $91 a barrel. Brent crude is just shy of 100. It's up 6% as the price of the gas pump is up 15 cents the last week as a new threat to shipping emerges in another waterway.
While no vessels were attacked in the Strait overnight, at least one Saudi-owned oil tanker was targeted in the Red Sea by Houthi forces in Yemen.
President Trump just posted on Truth Social a warning that if the Houthis do this again, the U.S. will hold Iran accountable since those rebels are backed by the Iranians. This after a 12th straight night of American bombing in Iran. And as the Wall Street Journal reports, the U.S. is moving more military assets to the region. We get more from Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv.
There's an ongoing effort to prepare both offensively and defensively for the possibility that this conflict does expand. And that involves stationing fighter jets and refuelers at different places, like even here in Israel, and also preparing on defense. And that has to do with the THAAD missile interceptors and the Patriot systems supplied by the United States to counterparts in the region to help shoot down incoming Iranian fire.
And while the underlying goal in all this is preventing Iran from having a nuclear weapon, the U.S. has a new agreement to help Saudi Arabia develop nuclear power. In another Truth post, President Trump wrote it'll be non-military and the Saudis would not enrich the nuclear material, adding it's subject to Saudi Arabia joining the Abraham Accords, and that agreement would have to be approved by Congress.
But some fear there are no safeguards to prevent the Saudis from developing a nuclear weapon. In Israel, those fears are being voiced by senior politicians. Former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett says the agreement is a serious strategic failure that endangers our security.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. On Wall Street, we're seeing a big drop in stock futures. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. Heading for a high of 88. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic. Following sports, that'll be at 8:08. 68 in Neosho, 70 in Pittsburgh, 72 in Webb City, 72 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. It was his third DWI arrest in just 14 months.
A man from Coral Junction charged after police say he was leading officers on a dangerous high-speed chase Monday night, going into oncoming traffic on Zora at sometimes nearly 80 miles an hour. 41-year-old Jesus De Leon did surrender himself at an apartment complex there on the north side of Joplin, where he reportedly told officers, quote, "I know I'm going to prison." I'm Ty Albright for News Talk KZRG.
Well, the extreme heat is coming back this weekend. The Joplin Health Department has some tips on how to stay safe for both you and your pets, including staying hydrated and taking breaks in air-conditioned buildings. Full story at newstalkkzrg.com.
A national search for the City of Joplin's next information technology director has started. City Manager Nick Edwards announcing that Mark Morris, the city's longtime Director of Information Technology, will be retiring in September after 25 years of service. Application deadline, August 14th. Joplin hopes to have the new director on board in September. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, 72 at 803 News Talk, KZRG.
Road rage? Take a breath. A man from Goodman, Missouri will spend a decade behind bars after he rammed another vehicle on Highway 59, then shot the driver after passing him. 33-year-old Anthony Keller was convicted of unlawful use of a weapon. Officers again remind you to remain calm on the road.
Missouri Senator Josh Hawley says that ongoing mail delivery problems are frustrating Missourians and should have consequences for Postal Service leadership. Hawley said yesterday that after he announced legislation that would block bonuses for top USPS officials until delivery performance improves.
The Postmaster General is hired independently by a board of governors, and so he's not under the direct control of the president or Congress, but he should resign or commit to delivering the mail on time. I mean, here's what really sticks in my craw, to be honest with you. In Missouri, on the best day of the week, we're getting our mail delivered on time about 76% of the time.
Hawley's proposal would require the Postal Service to meet a 95% on-time delivery standard before top executives could receive bonus compensation. Well, the Cardinals actually won last night. Here's Joe Morgan with details.
Over in Kansas City, history was made on Wednesday. Salvador Perez smashed a big fly to tie the Royals franchise home run record, and Lane Thomas delivered the clutch two-run single in the seventh to lift KC past the Giants 5-4. The Royals keep the momentum rolling tonight as they open up a 4-game set against the Tigers starting at 5:40. St. Louis finally ends their losing streak. Hunter Dobbins tossed 6 shutout innings of 6-hit ball, and J.J. Weatherholt provided all the offense the Redbirds needed with a 6-inning solo blast.
The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall! A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt.
The Cardinals edged the Angels 1-0. No rest for St. Louis, though. They're right back at it this afternoon with a makeup game against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is set at 4:15. Catch all the action on AM 1230 The Talker. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape for professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin. Choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. That's a look at sports. I'm Joe Morgan for News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Joe Morgan.
Next news at 8:30, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Here's your KZRG forecast. The morning we should be in decent shape with clear sky and a few clouds, maybe a little bit more cloud toward lunchtime with maybe a shower around, otherwise 88 degrees. Overnight tonight will clear at 72. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic at the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather is a service of Indigo Sky Casino. The area's premier gaming destination is always a good time with delicious chef-created entrees, excellent adult beverages, and fantastic entertainment too. Visit IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
Clean sweep this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. 68 in Neosho, 70 in Pittsburgh, 72 in Diamond, 72 in Joplin. News Talk, KZRG, with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 8:07.
When it comes to supplements, two things matter most. A, that it works, and that you can trust it. Rather than just tell you about Relief Factor, we'll let our audience do that. We hear from people every single day whose lives have changed, and I want you to hear a few of their stories. Chris spent years doing physical work. It left his feet sore every day at the end of the day. After starting taking Relief Factor, he felt so good he did something he'd never done before. He ran half a marathon. Now he tells his friends about Relief Factor. I'm the same. Totally understand how Chris feels because I do it every day. I tell my friends how I was just with somebody that works at the White House and we were talking about Relief Factor. We're both like, is that not an amazing product? And they make it really easy now for you to find out if you can be the next person that's telling us about Relief Factor and how it gave you your life back. 3 weeks $17.76. Try it. ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF. You'll connect with their friendly local team, and they'll do everything they can to help. We hope you soon will be sharing your story with us as well. ReliefFactor.com.
Wow, it's really hot out here.
Why don't you take your coat off? It's over 90 degrees today.
I can't. It's stuck.
Your coat is stuck?
And I think it's giving me a rash or something because I'm itching and stewing over here.
While you can beat the heat with shorts, sandals, and a trip to the pool, your dog is stuck wearing the same fur coat every day. That's why summer grooming at All Dogs Dream is so important. Professional grooming helps remove excess undercoat, allows the skin to breathe more easily, and helps keep your pet comfortable when temperatures start to climb. It's also a great time to catch fleas, ticks, and skin issues early. From relaxing spa packages to individual services like grooming, baths, and blowouts, All Dogs Dream has everything your pet needs to look, feel, and smell their best this summer. Find more information and book your dog's next grooming appointment online at alldogsdream.com. Let your dog stay, play, and learn with us at All Dogs Dream, just north of Neosho on Gateway Drive.
Exercise your right to vote in this year's Best of the Four States Awards presented by Pinnacle Vet Clinic in Neosho. Help Zimmer Marketing decide the winners in nearly 100 different categories. Just go to bestofthefourstates.com and vote for your favorites. You can vote once per category every day. Help Zimmer Marketing recognize and celebrate your favorite local businesses with the Best of the Four States Awards. Vote now at bestofthefourstates.com.
Ready for a fresh new look? Discover affordable salon and spa services at City Point Beauty Academy in Webb City. Treat yourself to a new hairstyle, bold new color, or a precision cut. Want to glow, relax, and refresh with professional skincare services and rejuvenating facials designed to leave your skin radiant. Look great, feel amazing, and support future beauty professionals, all at prices you'll love. Call today or go online to book your appointment at citypointbeauty.com. All services are supervised by licensed salon professionals.
The latest is always heard on News Talk KZRG. Broadcasting from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio, this is News Talk KZRG. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
8:10 is the current KZRG news time. It's FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Ted Bojorquez.
And Steve Scott.
And joining us live this morning is Ray Lampert. He's with Lampert Law Offices in Springfield. They focus primarily on employment law. Ray, thanks for being here this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me. Nice to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate you and your time. Ray, I was excited to talk to you this morning because the midterms, they are just around the corner. These are political times, which often spark political conversation, and sometimes that political conversation happens around the water cooler at work. And so as someone that primarily focuses on employment law, my question for you this morning, Ray, is can workers of non-governmental agencies, people that work in private companies, can they legally be fired for political speech?
Yeah, and that's a pretty important question, you see, because in Missouri and most of the states, actually, we have what's called employment at will, meaning that your employer can fire you for no reason or any reason that's not specifically unlawful. Now, in terms of what makes the employment protections that are available, there's two broad categories. There's what's called protected categories, such as being unlawful to discriminate against someone on account of their race, age, sex, religion, disability, and then what's called protected activities, where, for example, it's unlawful to fire someone because they protest or report sexual harassment or racial discrimination or file for work comp, something like that. Now, political speech at this time in Missouri is not considered a protected activity in the workplace, meaning that if you express a political opinion or belief in the workplace that your employer finds offensive or distasteful, in most circumstances it wouldn't be lawful for them to terminate you because of that. Now, that being said, there is a a particular law on the books that's been there for a while in Missouri. That's Section 130028, which does prohibit employers from discriminating or threatening to discriminate or firing or threatening to fire employees by reason of their political beliefs or opinions, which, of course, is different from political statements or speech or expressions. And that law actually makes it a Class E felony for employers to fire someone because of their beliefs. But it doesn't actually specifically protect political expression or speech in the workplace. So for the most part, while you're in the workplace, your employer is allowed to regulate what you can and can't say, and if they don't like what you say or do, express what beliefs or opinions you express in the workplace, then yes, in general, it would not be unlawful for them to fire you for that.
Wow. It's Ray Lampert with Lampert Law Office in Springfield. They focus on employment law live here on News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time 8:15. Wow, that's very fascinating, Ray. So let me ask you this then. Is there a requirement of physical locale? What I mean by that is, what if someone says something political not on company grounds, not on company time, and the employer somehow catches wind of something an employee said that they found distasteful? Is it legal to fire that employee then?
Well, again, that would fall under the category of whether or not it's protected speech. And for the most part, the law doesn't really draw a distinction between what an employee does, on company time or property and off, in terms of whether it's lawful for an employer to fire them. For example, if an employee says something that's not connected to work but in their private time, and their employer doesn't like that, there's no specific law that would prohibit them from being terminated. Although, if the employer chooses to do that, it could potentially raise questions of whether or not they're actually using that as a pretext to discriminate against the person, possibly for some other reason. So if an employer is, arbitrary, or it's not unlawful for an employer just to be random or arbitrary. It is unlawful for them to single out individuals and use possibly legal reasons to terminate them as a mask or a pretext to cover up unlawful reasons to fire someone. Say, claim that you fired someone for making some sort of offensive speech, but they only enforce this against, individuals of certain race or sex or religion or other specific category. It could potentially run afoul of the law that way.
Would it run afoul of the law if they target people of a specific political leaning, like they're only targeting conservatives or only targeting liberals?
Political orientation or membership or belief or, political groups of that sort could potentially fall into the category of political belief or opinion if they're targeting people for specific beliefs or opinions, and that's covered under that particular section of state law 130028 I mentioned earlier. But again, if it's expression, that falls under a different category than belief or opinion. So, an employee may want to be cautious if they think that their employer may want to target people for expressing one opinion or another.
Right. It's Ray Lampert with Lampert Law Office in Springfield. They focus on employment law here on News Talk KZRG. We're talking about political speech in the workplace and whether or not it is legal to be fired for it. Ray, what about people that post things online? Let's say somebody makes a political post on their Facebook page. Let's say it originates from them. They make the post, or let's say they just repost content that they did not themselves make. They just repost a video. Is there any distinction in the law as that is a form of political speech that could be lawful terminated as a result of?
In general, no. It doesn't really matter whether it's your own expression or opinion that you're setting out there, or forwarding someone else or sharing someone else's. If it's political speech that itself is, again, generally not protected as in private workplaces. Of course, the rules apply differently if you're a employee of a governmental entity or certain other companies.
And you're saying though that applies for online as well,
right? Whether it's in person, one person to even one person to another online, or if you express it in some sort of broadcast it in mass media or mass communication. If your political statements, speech and statements, for the most part, are not considered protected speech for employment purposes. Although, again, opinions and could be protected.
Interesting. So Ray Lampert with Lampert Law Office in Springfield, who focuses on employment law, if someone feels they're being targeted or if someone got the notice you've been terminated because of your political speech or anything like that, what recourse do workers have?
Well, first thing would be to, if you were to speak to, say, an attorney who practices in that area, I think it'd be valuable to sit down and go over the facts of what happened, because sometimes employers may use legal termination as a cover or a pretext to fire someone for something unlawful. So, the question might be, well, okay, are they, they say they fired you for political speech, but was there something else that you might have done that the employer wants to retaliate against you for, such as did you maybe, report a work injury and file for work comp? Did you protest that you or someone else had been the target of unlawful discrimination, like sexual or racial or disability-based discrimination, and then they used this as just a front for that? Or are they, if they have a rule against political speech in the workplace, do they apply that rule evenly across the board, or are they using it to target particular demographics, or to selectively retaliate against particular employees? So those are the sort of questions that, for example, I might ask someone if they wanted to come and ask me about that.
Yeah. And Ray Lampert with Lampert Law Office in Springfield, who focuses on employment law, if somebody were to ask you those questions, how would they get in contact with you?
They can reach me through my website, which is lampertlaw.net. My phone number in Springfield is 417-886-3330. I'm there or available Monday through Friday during normal business hours. They can also email me through the website. My website, I have a function there. You can email me. I meet with a lot of people who have been fired for one reason or another. Sometimes I'm able to help them. Sometimes, unfortunately, they may have been treated poorly or unfairly, but the law doesn't require people be treated fairly. It requires people obey the law. You have to. There's a lot of questions that you have to go into to dig through and find out the truth of what really happened in these kind of situations.
Yeah, exactly. It's Ray Lampert with Lampert Law Office in Springfield, who focuses on employment law. Ray, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
We'll talk to you again soon. Ray, KZRG News Time, 8:21.
And now, KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
The Kansas City Chiefs revealed their first renderings of their proposed $3 billion domed stadium in the state of Kansas. 70,000 seats, more than 20,000 parking spaces, and it's designed to have the same loudest home field advantage as Arrowhead.
Number 2.
A French model recruiter accused of bringing women to Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead at his home. French prosecutors opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. He was 69 years old.
Number 1.
Elections are just around the corner. To get all the information you need to be informed, go to the KZRG Election Hub, complete with races, candidates, amendment language, sample ballots, and more. Go to newstalkkzrg.com/elections.
Now, the KZRG question of the day.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the new Chiefs Stadium? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page, text us at 417-782-1310, or leave us an open mic message on the KZRG app, which is totally free to download to the App Store or Google Play Store. What are your thoughts on that new Chiefs Stadium? Coming up, technology with Kim Commando on News Talk KZRG.
Not a bunch of rain around today. Maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. Will drop back into the low 70s.
Good morning, everybody. Rick is here. Mary said, I love the fall. It is so beautiful. Yeah, the fall is the best. Fall is by far the best season. No question in my mind. Rick, good morning. Rick said there's no such thing as low 100s. Yeah, that's true. Was Hillary in France last week? Yeah. Sarisa said, good interview questions. Oh, thank you, Sarisa. I came up with them myself. Actually, that's not true. They came to me in a dream. I was visited by the Dreamscape Nightman last night. And he gave me those interview questions. Now, I did have to do a little bit of work. I can't credit just the Dreamscape Nightman. I did have to do a little bit of work. The Dreamscape Nightman speaks Swedish almost exclusively. His name is Sven, his legal name. So he whispers the questions to me in Swedish, and then I have to remember the noises he makes to form words, because I don't like like which of those are words? I don't know. So then I wake up in the morning and I write down the sounds that he made, and then I give them to my Swedish friend to translate into words, and then those words form questions, interview questions. That's where I get all my questions from.
You could also Google to translate it.
I don't trust big computer. I would rather trust Sven, my Dreamscape Nightman, and then my personal Swedish translator, whose name, ironically enough, also Sven. So I use the Sven model.
Yeah, Sven Square.
Sven Squared. I use the Sven model. I don't trust these AI models personally. But anyway.
So you have your own personal dream weaver. Oh, dream weaver.
Yeah, I suppose weaver would be an accurate term. I suppose I would concur.
Stop these AI data centers from destroying our economy and environment.
That settles it. If we want change, we need to support Dr. Ellen Nichols, the conservative choice for state senate.
Paid for by friends of Dr. Ellen Nichols, Paula Baker, Treasurer.
You return the rental car and catch your flight. Then comes the email, $400 for a scratch you never made. Welcome to the AI car rental return counter. I'm Kim Commando for Incogni. Data brokers collect your personal information, package it up, and sell it to anyone with a credit card. Take yourself off the market. Visit privacykim.com today. The big car rental giants have installed what they call the AI camera tunnel. Hertz uses them. Sixt has its own version. You drive through, and the system scans every inch, comparing the pickup to the return condition. A ding the size of a fingernail, flagged, priced, and billed. Customers have been charged $600 or more for damages on the car before they even got it. You can often get charges dropped, but only if you push back hard. So here's your defense. At pickup and return, walk around the car and take photos, the wheels, the roof, everywhere. AI has a perfect memory. Now you need one too. So snap now or pay later. Join a million folks who get my free newsletter every day at getkim.com. Thousands of places on the internet, there's a file with your name on it. Inside, your home address, your cell number, the email you only give to people you trust. It knows your medical conditions, your age, how you vote, where you drive, your kids' names, and a lot more. You didn't write it, you can't read it, but anyone with a credit card can buy it. That file is the product of a multi-billion-dollar industry called data brokers. None of it was stolen. Your file is collected, packaged, and sold legally. Every scam call, every phishing text that knows too much about you, someone paid for your file. Last year, Americans lost a record $20 billion to fraud. Scammers didn't get lucky. They got prepared. I did something about my file. I use Incogni. Incogni goes broker by broker and forces each one to delete your file. Those opt-in forms they bury, Incogni finds them. And when your data tries to creep back, and it always does, Incogni wipes it again. Go to privacykim.com right now for an exclusive 60% off. That's privacykim.com.
Hi, this is Vince Colonnese. Tonight at 8, right after Mark Levin, will break down the news, connect the dots, and give you the real story on News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
This is your 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. What happens in 2 minutes from right now is the clock will strike 8:30. It's Ted Bojorquez.
It's Steve Scott, and I'm with the 2-minute warning. I'm going to go get something to eat out of the fridge. See ya.
It's 417-782-1310. Steve, we all saw through that clear lie, and we know it was a lie because you don't store Pop-Tarts in a refrigerator. If you had said you're going to get something out of the pantry, I might have believed you.
88 for the high today, partly sunny during the day, and then a slight chance of some early afternoon showers today. Tomorrow, a little bit better chance of some showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 90. Heat index tomorrow's high is 95. Saturday, a pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms before 7 in the morning, mostly sunny, hot with a high near 98. Oh boy, it's going to be warming up. And then 102 with sunshine and hot on Sunday, 103 sunny and hot on Monday. That information all according to KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes, a stock ban. Stock ban for members of Congress, of the government. Looks like that was something that was finally going to happen. But wait, it's Congress. So everything got way slowed down. We have updates for you on that coming up in less than 10 minutes at around 8:40 on News Talk KZRG.
At 8:30, I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
U.S.-Iran strikes.
Weekly jobless claims.
The Buc-ee's pay scale.
Ooh, can't wait to hear that one. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Heading for a high of 88 today. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic. Following sports, that'll be at 8:38. 66 in Neosho, 70 in Pittsburgh, 69, make that 72 now in Galena, 72 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk, KZRG.
The U.S. continuing to strike Iran as President Trump threatens escalation.
U.S. forces launched a 12th straight night of strikes against Iran overnight. According to CENTCOM, these strikes once again targeted Iran's ability to strike vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM released a statement saying more than 50,000 U.S. service members are operating across the Middle East and remain highly vigilant, focused, lethal, and ready. While no vessels were attacked in the Strait overnight, at least one Saudi-owned oil tanker was targeted in the Red Sea by Houthi forces in Yemen. Here in Israel, the assessment is the conflict could expand in the days ahead. According to initial reports, some cities have started to open public bomb shelters in preparation for the possibility of incoming Iranian missile fire.
The latest update on the job market suggests layoffs remain subdued.
Companies appear to still be largely holding on to staff. The number of new claims for unemployment benefits declined by 22,000 in the week ending July 18th to 187,000. And continuing claims, those remaining on benefits, declined by 2,000 to 1.79 million, suggesting more people were finding jobs or leaving the workforce. The numbers continue to suggest a low hire, low fire job market. Payroll processing company ADP this week reported private employers added an average of just 16,500 jobs per week in the 4 weeks ending July 4th, indicating hiring has slowed. Chinico Sola, Fox News.
Forget Wall Street. One gas station chain says some of its managers can earn more than $250,000 a year and do it all without student debt.
Buc-ee's, the Texas-based travel center famous for its giant stores and spotless restrooms, says its top general managers can earn up to $275,000 a year, and the job doesn't require a college degree. Assistant general managers can make more than $125,000, while some entry-level positions start around $20 to $25 an hour, depending on the role. The eye-popping pay has fueled plenty of online conversation, but employees say those salaries are earned with long shifts, demanding workloads, and plenty of responsibility. Matt Murphy, Fox News.
It is cloudy. It is 69. Make that 72. It's now 6. Make that 8:33. News Talk, KZRG. Now it's your turn, Ted.
Nailed that weathercast there.
Yeah.
In Northeast Oklahoma, several counts of child sexual abuse have been leveled against a former first responder. News Talk KZRG's Steve Smith with more.
The former Grove assistant fire chief accused of sexually abusing a teenage girl that he coached is out of jail after posting a $75,000 bond. 40-year-old Rocky De Silva also allegedly closely monitored the girl through the Life 360 app and later violated a protective order by attempting to reach her after the reported assault. De Silva resigned from the Grove Fire Department earlier this year after a 20-year career there, but his attorney says he is innocent. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
He saved her life. New details about the drowning of a Rogers, Arkansas police officer last weekend near Knoll. 24-year-old Fred Marsh jumped into the Elk River to save his brand new fiancée, who got caught in a current while they were kayaking with some friends. She was able to get back to her kayak, but he went under and never resurfaced. Family members say the Marsh had just proposed that morning. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. 72, it's now 8:35. News Talk, KZRG.
Why are our kids being taught to hate America? Missouri U.S. Senator Josh Hawley said he's sick of it.
The fact is, America is not a racist and evil nation. America is the nation that freed the slaves. America is the nation that won 2 world wars, defeated Soviet communism, extended civil rights to all, went to the moon, and did all of it with open hands, open arms, all open to the public. America is the greatest nation in the history of the world. Are we perfect? Of course not. Are we exceptional? You bet we are.
Hawley's comments come as the director of the Smithsonian said America was propped up by the cushions of white privilege.
Would you let your kid be taught in school by a robot?
A high school on the Seneca Nation Indian Reservation in New York State is testing an artificially intelligent humanoid robotic teaching assistant. Created by the Toronto-based Realbotics company, Sally, as it's called, is designed to be a classroom tool but not replace human teachers, despite being given the appearance of a young female adult. Sally doesn't walk around but can move its upper body and make facial gestures. Its AI system is intended to allow it to have ongoing conversations with individual students, helping them to learn while reducing workloads for classroom teachers. Eben Brown, Fox News.
History was made last night, according to Joe Morgan.
Over in Kansas City, history was made on Wednesday. Salvador Perez smashed a big fly to tie the Royals franchise home run record, and Lane Thomas delivered the clutch 2-run single in the 7th to lift KC past the Giants 5-4. The Royals keep the momentum rolling tonight as they open up a 4-game set against the Tigers starting at 5:40. St. Louis finally ends their losing streak. Hunter Dobbins tossed 6 shutout innings of 6-hit ball, and J.J. Weatherholt provided all the offense the Redbirds needed with a 6-inning solo blast.
The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall! A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt.
The Cardinals edged the Angels 1-0. No rest for St. Louis, though. They're right back at it this afternoon with a makeup game against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is set at 4:15. Catch all the action on AM 1230 The Talker. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape for professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin. Choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. That's a look at sports. I'm Joe Morgan for News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 9 o'clock, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Ray Stagey.
Not a bunch of rain around today, maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon. 88 should do it. Tonight, clouds will give way to a clearing sky. Will drop back into the low 70s. And a warm day tomorrow, up near 90 degrees, mainly cloudy in the afternoon. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms a little bit more likely by tomorrow night. And still a chance of showers, thunderstorms early Saturday, then sunshine in the upper 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic in the KZRG Storm Center.
No rain showing up this morning so far on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. 68 in Neosho. It is 71 in Pittsburgh, 72 in Baxter Springs, 72 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 8:38.
Ellen Nichols suffers from TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. Ellen Nichols has attacked President Trump on social media, even posting that Trump is, quote, a vulgar, adulterating, bullying, mob-connected scam artist, end quote. That's because Ellen Nichols is a woke liberal who has donated thousands to groups pushing radical ideas, like supporting George Floyd protests, attacking our gun rights, and pushing abortions. Ellen Nichols. She's just too woke for Missouri.
Show Me Values PAC paid for and is responsible for the content of this ad. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
The Wisdom of the Praying Mantis, Chapter 2.
I will jump into the road,
said the adolescent insect.
No, young grasshopper, do not test the pavement, for you run the risk of being washed away in a hurricane. Car wash.
The praying mantis wisely replied,
I don't understand. How does this happen?
As the insects attempt to cross the grassless divide, a human comes along in an automobile. Many bugs then collide with what is called a bumper. The wise humans then wash away the splattered remains at a place called Hurricane Car Wash. They seem to like it very much. It has an app that allows them to buy memberships to this place and wash their cars as much as they like.
Say goodbye to bug guts at Hurricane Car Wash. Get unlimited daily washes in the soft touch or touch-free bays 24/7 at all 3 of their locations. Download the Touch 4 Wash app today or find out more at hurricanecarwash.net. When the only thing strong enough to fight the dirt is a hurricane. Hurricane Car Wash.
You know that feeling. Your driver calls and says, you're not going to like this. It's your first holy cow moment of the day. Maybe it's a blown hub, a trailer that won't brake right, a lighting issue right before a load has to leave. But whatever it is, you know your day and your bottom line is at risk. That's why you need Bennett's Truck and Trailer. They know those holy cow moments hit fast. And when they do, you need someone who knows how to fix a problem and keep you moving. From the biggest fleets to owner-operators running on thin margins, Bennett's is the name people trust when the unexpected threatens to put the brakes on your day. Because at Bennett's, it's not just about parts and repairs, it's about keeping your business on the road. Fast service, experienced techs, dependable solutions. That's why so many companies trust the Bennett way.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Cindy from Bennett's Truck and Trailer. Roll into the shop on Thunder Road in Dunawig or find us online at bennettstrucktrailer.com.
Bennett's Truck and Trailer, the name fleets trust and the service drivers remember.
Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here. Every weekday starting at 2, I am live on FM 102.9 and AM 1310 News Talk KZRG. Tune in. Stay up to date.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It is supposed to be partly sunny as the day progresses. Right now, it's mostly cloudy to just cloudy with a high of 88 for today. For tomorrow, there's a slight chance of some mainly afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a high near 90. Heat index tomorrow's high is 95. Now on Saturday, a slight chance of early morning showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, hot with a high of 98. Sunday, oh boy, sunny, hot with a high of 102. Monday, sunny and hot with a high of 103. This is all according to KZRG meteorologist Ray Stajic.
Well, a vote on legislation to curb lawmakers' ability to trade stock while in office, frequently referred to as insider trading, along with an effort to implement federal voter ID measures, is now divided amongst House Democrats. This happening just yesterday. Big kerfuffle in the House yesterday over this. Now, the two measures, one about voter ID law and one about banning congressional members from trading stock while in office. Those two efforts were combined in a single legislative package after months of debate in the House. Here is the problem I have immediately. Before we even get into the stats and figures and data of all this, why were they packaged together? Why would the ban on insider trading among Congress not be a single issue bill? That should have been a standalone bill. There's no reason that should have been packaged, in my opinion. That should have been its own thing.
Maybe they're just trying to get it passed.
Well, here's what would have been great about the stock ban being a single item issue as opposed to what it was, which is being combined with something else. Whoever voted no on it, we know for a fact enjoys stock insider trading. Right now, our political leaders get to do this little tongue-in-cheek thing of like, yeah, it's really bad, but actually we're going to vote it down not because we don't like not because we like insider trading, but because it's being combined with something else we don't like. It's like this tongue-in-cheek thing they get to do, as opposed to this is the rule. You're not allowed to commit insider trading anymore. Do you agree or disagree? And whoever votes no, now we get to know finally, above all else, in plain English, this person engages in insider trading and enjoys it. But we don't get to do that anymore because they combined it with something else that is controversial.
Yeah, this is Congress. I mean, why would they want to put it in plain language?
Right, exactly. It drove me nuts that the Republicans went for that they decided to put the stock ban with another bill. That should have been a standalone issue. And by the way, you know who was one of the biggest proponents of standalone issues?
You?
President Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
When he ran in 2024, that was one of his campaign things was, hey, why is the bill so big and full of so many different things that nobody can even read it? Now, having just 2 issues in a single bill as opposed to like 50, that's a step in the right direction.
It is.
But even so, one issue, one bill, one vote. I don't know why that's like such a difficult thing for Congress to get their head around, probably because they're sleuthing it. They're sleuthing it, and they're adding a bunch of stuff in there, and to get stuff done, or what they call poison pills. They add stuff to legislation that they know is going to make it fail, so that way they could be like, well, we tried to ban stocks, but it didn't work for some reason. We don't know why.
Gee,
that type
I wonder
of thing.
why.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's my little rant for you for the morning. 1 of 17. Don't worry. But in any case, that's what's going on. Now, 198 House Democrats, including their top leaders, voted against this bill. Why? They claim that it wasn't because of the stock trading. They claim it's because of the voter ID thing. Which
of course.
Right, exactly. Again, it would have been nice to have a very clear list as to who's voting against a stock trading ban for congressional members, but we don't get that list anymore now. Womp womp. Sucks for us. Sucks for us peons. Just 13 members of the House Democrats within their ranks there, voted with Republicans to pass the measure, 231 to 198. So the good news is it did get passed ultimately.
In the House.
In the House, correct.
Now will it make it to the Senate?
It's a whole nother hornet's nest. No?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, in any case, this was one of the big things. I mean, look, there are 2 big issues, federal voter ID and stock trading ban. Now, there's an argument that says the reason they paired them together is because both of these issues are not actually controversial. Because according to polling data, which it's polling, take it with a grain of salt, polling said Trump didn't stand a chance in 2016 and said he stood an even worse chance in 2024, and yet here we are. So take all polling with a grain of salt. But according to polling data, large majority of Americans agree with the basic tenets of voter ID laws for voting and with the basic tenets of congressional members should not be trading stock while in Congress because it is de facto insider trading. So in a way, neither of these issues are really all that controversial, so why not combine them? That was the argument. Here's why I think that's a bad argument, is because they're different battle lines. The voter ID issue may not be controversial amongst voters, but it is controversial against the people that are voting, i.e. Congress, i.e. the Senate. The people that are making the decision, it is controversial amongst them because for some reason, unbeknownst to anyone with a logical brain, for some reason, voter ID has become one of the core tenets of democratic thinking and their philosophy and ideology. Why? I don't know. I don't know what they have against voter ID. It makes no sense. None of their arguments are logical, but they decided that that's controversial.
Well, it's probably because they think people already know who's voting, so why do you have to prove that you're who you say you are to vote?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, the poll or the ID might show that you're dead. Might show you're in a casket in a cemetery. But, hey, they should still be able to vote, according to the Democrats.
Yeah, we got to go back. Yeah, exactly. So the whole voter ID thing, where the battle line is drawn, is not politician, citizen. It's not elected official, everyday Joe. The battle line is Democrat, Republican on that front, on the voter ID front. Now, let's take a look at the stock trading ban. Where are the battle lines? Is it between Democrat, Republican? No. That battle line, instead of being vertical, left, right, it's horizontal. Upper class, lower class. Upper class, the people in power right now. Our members in Congress, our members running the government. Those are the upper echelons of our society. They don't really like the stock trading ban. Why? Because they're the ones that are going to lose out on it. You know who really likes the stock trading ban for members of Congress? Everyone else. Everyday Americans, voting citizens like it. So the battle line is not vertical left-right like it is with the voter ID law. It's horizontal. It's up-down. That's why I don't think that these two bills should have been combined, because it's two different battles. And again, the argument as to why they were combined was that, well, it's not controversial because polling says this. Well, the problem is that they're two different battles. One's a vertical battle, one's a horizontal battle. And when you combine that, this is what happens. You have Democrats voting against the stock trading ban, and they claim it's because they're actually voting against the voter ID ban. Or, voter ID law. They would like a voter ID ban. The voter ID requirements. Now we don't get a nice comprehensive list as to who exactly enjoys profiting from insider trading. That would have been a nice list for American voters to have.
It would have been, but coming next election cycle, it'll be all over the political action pack ads.
I have no doubt about that. So, I don't know. Very frustrating. I like both these measures. Voter ID, duh. It's the most no-brainer concept on planet Earth. And a stock trading ban for members of Congress, I agree with both of those wholeheartedly. Unfortunately, they were combined. They both should have been single subject issues.
I know one of the other reasons why they probably combined it. They're running out of time before recess.
Laziness.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Maybe if they got their job done sooner, then we wouldn't be up against the clock like this, but whatever. KZRG News Time, 8:50.
And now, KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
The Kansas City Chiefs revealing their first renderings of the proposed $3 billion domed stadium in Kansas. It has 70,000 seats, more than 20,000 parking spaces, and it's designed to have the loudest home field advantage.
Number 2.
A French model recruiter accused of bringing women to Jeffrey Epstein found dead at his home. French prosecutors opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. He was 69 years old.
Number 1.
Elections, just around the corner. To get all the information you need to be informed, go to the KZRG Election Hub, complete with races, candidates, amendment language, sample ballots, and more. Go to newstalkkzrg.com/elections.
Now, the KZRG question of the day.
Hey, what are your thoughts on the new Chiefs Stadium? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page or text us at 417-782-1310. Coming up, Chris Plant Show joining us at 9. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton cracking the mic at 11. Sean Hannity at 2. Mark Levin at 5. On FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG.
Not a bunch of rain around today. Maybe a little bit better chance tomorrow. As we push through this morning, we're seeing a mainly clear sky, but some clouds on the horizon with maybe a shower around midday into early afternoon.
Hey, Carol, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys